Good evening, one and all. It's Wednesday, it's the middle of the week, and it's 1 week to delivery. It's time for us to jump into some more good old Warframe. Hello, everybody. How are you all doing today? Welcome in, one and all. Hope you're having a good one where you are around the world. It seems that Chocker's already requested both a Hydrate and a EDM request, so sure, let's get a sip. Cheers, and I'll guess I'll switch the music now. I guess I'll switch the music right now. Let me just grab that. There we go. Awesome. And I'm saying, got my mug today. I did see in the Discord. That is amazing. I'm very glad that it's come through for you there, Addy. Very strange that you... Yeah, we had a little bit of an issue with the old tracking information. I remember on that. But hey, it still turned up in the expected times. You know what? I'll take it. And it seems that you are happy with it based on your post on the Discord. So yeah, I'm very glad that there is yet another beautiful mug out there. I'm trying to actually remember how many are there out there now. There's my one. There's the one that went to Whack. There's one that went to Ath. There's one that went to Flo. There's one that went to you. There was the 5, I think it was, that went to Ray because he's greedy like that. Actually, it's quite the opposite. He was generous. He was handing out to, I think it was workmates. So I think we're up to 10 now. I think we're up to 10 mugs out there, which is awesome. Double digits. Is it going to do good with the mug or be an athlete? I mean, we don't need more athletes. We do not need more athletes. I'd be quite happy if we could have more people, you know, just enjoying the mug for a mug. That'd be great. It's a nice mug. But if there are going to be more athletes, then, well, I literally cannot stop you. Hello, the Longshot Frame. Hope you're doing well today. So, today, chat. As the stream might suggest, or stream title might suggest, you see these little things here. I've got 19 scoops there, got 19 scoops there, and we've got ones hidden in the bag, we've got Sambucas, and we got these ones up on here, and we got this one. It's doing its best. It's doing its best. But you see, once upon a time, if we went into here, this place used to be littered with ayatans. It used to be absolutely packed in here. Now, no, it's not. I haven't even got a single proper row going around. So at some point today, I'm going to get to work on fixing that a little bit. Just a little. Just a couple. Yes. There, Aaron. How you doing? Also, in fact, saying Caliban, please. I'd like to see how he's supposed to be played. I mean, the best way to play him, the best way to play Caliban, is to pop it into here and forget it. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of Caliban overall. Like, the more I played with him, the less I've liked him. I'll be quite honest, which is not great. There he is. Couldn't even look where I was looking for him. Yeah, it's a bit... Because this ability sucks. So that's not a good start. This ability is a bit awkward because it has a maximum number of targets to it, so you can't go for a maximum range approach because you still need your strength. So that kind of curtails what you can do with it. You can work with it, it just kind of brings it in a bit. Lethal Progeny is alright, except for when it isn't. It's a bit of an odd one. Once your shields break, what it's offering to you just kind of goes out the window. Just a bit... And then the Progeny themselves are just mostly distraction. And then you got Fusion Strike, which is great. It's great, but that's about as far as we get. You know, total defense strip, don't get me wrong, that's great. You do need 200% strength to get there, not as great, but you know, 200% strength is not exactly hard to do. But it just means that the rest of this is a bit... It's alright. This is alright, this is terrible, and this is... great / good. Great minus. But the actual flow together, the combination of it isn't really anything amazing, and the biggest weakness he has is tank is wanting. Yeah, having shield regeneration is nice, but when your shields go crack, it's not there anymore. You have no recovery until they start recovering again. That can be a problem for him. And then his passive, you might as well ignore it. He doesn't have a passive. You might be thinking, but Ken, it's 50% damage reduction. It's 50% when it gets there, when it feels like it. by the time that you're in a position to care about that, it's actually no longer worthwhile. It just kind of, it's a little bit pants, really. There's nothing terrible about it. It's not Hydroid, it's just not great. I've not been a huge fan of Caliban, no. I've not been a huge fan. Ladybug saying, wonderful discovery today. If you put bunny ears on Excalibur, slash dash also gets bunny ears. What, you mean the waves, or what? I don't even understand. Per Phantom asking for 4 Nama. We don't do specific tracks here, we do genres. But I do have 4 Nama. So I can at least briefly pause the outer game music and find 4 Nama on the in-game music. Hold on. Let me see. Is this sorted by alphabetical? I hope it is. Yeah, there it is. We just quickly hop on to the settings here because it's all a bit of a faff. I did unmute that, didn't I? God, that's a quiet start one. How about for a Nourish abuser? Well, there is that, yeah. Nourish is relatively recent. But yeah. Oh, the after images, Ladybug. Right, I get what you mean now. The after images, yeah. So, primarily today, what we need to do is get on with the sortie. We always get on with the sortie. After that, we have got the Archon Hunt. After that, I would like to fix up my ayatans a little bit, and then we should have time to deal with this. This little bit right here. I might have enough to change that today. Who knows? Alright, well, it looks like we've already got a squad. I had 3 bips. Let's bring in Cosmos. Let's bring in F-King. And let's bring in Liv. Cosmos will be sticking for the Archon Hunt. The other 2 haven't specified. Hello, DJ Witness. Say, hey Ken, love your videos on YouTube. Best Warframe creator. Oh my god, thank you. I really appreciate that. Welcome into the Twitch stream as well. Hope you enjoy your stay here. Right then, so we're going to be using Caliban for this first mission. Don't know what it is yet. Let's find out. That is, it's an exterminate radiation hazard with Caliban. Okay, well, that's a thing. We'll do it. We'll do it. Now, I think with Caliban, biggest issue with having a defense reduction ability, you know, armor stripping, shield stripping, it's nice and all, but most enemies that you need or should worry about armor reduction are at the point where you also then need to worry about your defense. Caliban, he just seems to struggle in that arena. He just seems to struggle in that arena. And I'm not talking about using helmet abilities at that point, because if you have to helmet the frame to make the frame work, it ain't engaged the frame yet. You should be able to just use the frame. Yeah, like, the stronger your weapons get, the less worrisome armor is. Like, the higher an armor level you can handle. Oh, I got a rad rock. I'm sorry. There is nothing I can do about that. I saw a thing I could shoot and I shot it. I didn't think about the rad proc. Yeah, the stronger your weapons get, the higher level you can go before you need to worry about defense stripping, and that unfortunately means that Caliban falls off too soon. That's how I feel about it. Is definitely a frame you'll be abusing Augur 100% of the time? Yeah, you can try and do that, although you'd need to helmet vulnerability to properly do that, because his first is terrible. His second, it's not exactly a quick cast. Because that's with an enhanced speed on it, I think. His third is limited, you can only cast it 3 times and then they're up. But then you have to wait out the duration. And his 4th is very expensive to try and use that just for shield gating purposes. It's all a bit fonk. It's all a bit fonk. Yeah, he's not Hydroid here. He's just... I've got better things available to me. A crucial part of a Warframe is surviving, and a crucial part of Warframe is then doing something with your survivability. Also, that wave takes a very long time. Like, why is it taking that long for it to reach out, you know? Isn't there someone over here killing the enemies in this room? What? Yeah, someone came through this room, killed all but one of the enemies, and then pissed off. Why would you do that to me? Why would you do that to me in the waypointing? If you enter a room, kill the enemies, plus. It's an exterminate. It's what you're supposed to do. Just showing what the ticket's for? Exclamation mark raffle, by the way, Jedi. Exclamation mark raffle. Alright, now I'm going to take the 4 Nam requests as basically in-game music until we get a new Yo DJ. I mean, that seems to work for me. But yeah, Caliban! Not amazing. He's got his 4th ability. And he can potentially use his 3rd, and F-King has decided to quit. Alrighty then. Hello, Jasper, you have something to show me? You'll have to show me off-stream then, because I'm fairly certain whatever you have to show me is not Warframe. Oh, and Ali's decided we're switching back off of the in-game music. We're fighting over the music today, apparently. There we are. Alright then, let's see. Daitai asking, hey Ken, do you have a /dash build for Excalibur or Umbra? No, but let's have a look and see what I can do. Back apparently. Ah, okay, welcome back. Right then, so, Umbra. Let's see, so we'll look at it /dash. And /dash you want a stat stick for. But beyond that, let's see. Mostly you're just looking at damage and range, aren't you? Damage and range, that's all we're really caring about. If you're on Umbra, full Umbral set, because why not, that'll give us the strength. Chromatic Blade, because Chromatic Blade, so we'll just keep it on there as just a general matter, of course. A little bit of extra reach, doesn't go too wrong. Do we need the efficiency? Yeah. We don't need the Firewalker. I'll skip that for now. Nice to have, but not for what we're doing right now. Let's think about stretching this. Maybe? Drop the efficiency, go for that. Yeah, just give it more chain range, which could potentially work in our favor here. I'm kind of spitballing as far as this might go. Furious Javelin? Well, we'll look at it /dash. That was the focus here. Daitai wanted me to focus onto /dash. So as much as we have other bits and pieces here, the only thing that /dash has going for it is each enemy hit during a /dash increases your melee counter by 8, which, yeah, it can work for us. In fact, you know what? We don't need Chromatic Blade for this. If we're going /dash, we don't need Chromatic Blades. We'll swap that in that way. Extra slot, what can we pop into here to make it worthwhile? I actually could end up going back to Firewalker. Yeah. Yeah, there's not really a lot going for him otherwise. Sod it. I don't care enough. I don't really care about Excalibur, so we're just going to do this. But on the bunny ears, I'm going to skip on the bunny ears. I really don't care about Umbra. Like, really don't care about Umbra. And Excalibur in total. They just bore me. Is this built for... There we go, we have a stat stick. How old is the stat stick? Is it still worthwhile? Additional combo. Combo duration. We can get that from our weaponry. We can get that from our weaponry, so I can skip out on that now. Dexterity and dexterity. Not that one. That one's an unfinished one. There we go. I wish I could filter down that properly. Anyway. With that in mind, now we've got plenty of combo duration, so as much as stage chance is nice, we don't actually need it. Looking at the way I've modded this, I'm going to assume then that crits aren't a thing for Excalibur's slash dash. I'm assuming, based on how I'm modding this here. Also, what is the status? Is it not status either? I'm going to open up the wiki. It's been too long since I have properly looked into slash dash because, again, I don't care about Excalibur, so I'm going to quickly look at the wiki here. Base damage 200% slash. Yep. Modded damage, physical, elemental, and augment apply. Okay. So does it just have no written status to it whatsoever? Fair enough. Yeah, no crit, no status. There it was. That could be in bold. Alright. How long till we get melee arcanes, do I think? The whole point of arcanes being added was to bring up guns to the level that they can compete on Steel Path, where melee was dominating. And melee at the same time also got nerfed to have Blood Rush. No, not. Yeah, Blood Rush. Berserker Fury, which was just Berserker at the time. Nerfed down. Things along that line. Yeah. Blast build? Oh, yeah, no, let's. Ew. Yeah, let's not do that, shall we? Why is it a blast build? Ew. I mean, there's not a huge amount we can do with it otherwise, but ew. Do I think melee's in the worst place to guns right now? Hard to say. Because I prefer guns just as a matter of course, so hard to say. Alright. Well, we know that slash works on slash dash, so plus slash mod is sensible in that regard. It also works on Broken War, but that's separate. I don't want the blast. I really don't want blast. So what could I do here instead? That is the question. Crits don't work, attack speed doesn't work, faction mods don't work. I don't want blast. We've already got on Shocking Touch, Fever Strike, and North Wind, so I can't get any more elementals from the 90 mods, or this primed version of a 90 mod, so it'd have to be a 60-60, wouldn't it? Which is just going to be a little bit of just a teeny tiny bit of extra damage. Yeah. I mean, Jagged Slash is a Jagged Edge even is probably going to be better than grabbing an elemental mod at this point. Gladiator Might. So this is not for the Broken War. This is for Slash Dash, and Slash Dash doesn't have crit or status. So any status pluses, any crit pluses, pointless. Absolutely, utterly pointless. Slash Dash forces slashes. Fair enough. It doesn't matter to the procs because we can't do anything to enhance those directly. Just checking on the wiki page again for those who researched it. God damn it, where'd it go? It says based on yeah, it's very, very, very limited in the modding. Even Condition Overload and Acolyte mods have no effect on it. So that is pointless. Mods equipped on Exalted Blade have no effect on it directly. So we can mostly just ignore all of that lot. Most of everything that can be applied doesn't apply. Why not the 120 slash mod? What, you mean this one right here? Chuck, you're doing the whole being blind thing again. Alright, yeah, I think this is really as far as we can take it. I don't see anything else that can actually achieve anything here for us, because all of these mods at the top here have no effect or worse effect. No effect, no effect, no effect, no effect, no effect. It's going to... Oh yeah, I went for cold. Why did I go cold? No, heat. Yeah, corrosive heat. I mean, it doesn't make much of a difference really, does it? Heat or cold, because it's no status. So yeah. Late addition to one small change, like Exalted Blade works as static for slash dash, says Raptor. I mean, it'd be nice. It'd make more sense. But hey, Choc, I'm going to suggest that you open up the wiki page as well at this point. I did just mouse past saying that it doesn't work, but yeah. Right, yeah, none of this is going to help us out here. None of this. So I'm going to just skip that there. Alright. That, I think, is about the best that we can achieve with slash dash. This is about the best that we can achieve for it. So let's roll with it. In terms of the strength and range, you could take that higher. You could go for not duration, but I'm thinking about the other stats in the process as well. Let's just roll with it and hope for the best. Yo, speaking of the best, Mike gifting 5 subs out to community there. To Dovamate, to WC Lucas, to Mr. Badman, to Guylan? What is that? And to Disaster Maker. Malik, thank you very much for the 5 gifted subs. Appreciate it. Oh, I see, you take yourself first place again. I get it. Oh, we're in defection. Why did someone request slash dash for a defection? Daitai, you're a monster. You are a monster, Daitai. Choc, cheers. So I'm saying trying to build for Exalted Blade and slash dash would just make one or the other bad, I think. Maybe? I don't know. I mean, both should rely on strength, so you've at least got that going for you. TSA popping in and say, how are you doing today? Do you have any tips on armor in the new war quest? I'm not really sure what you mean by that. What armor do you need tips on? I genuinely do not follow, sorry. Can I show my profile? You can log into Warframe to see my profile. I'm not about to pause the mission or just stop to scroll through my profile for you, sorry. This was not intended. Daitai, you know how this stream works. You've been here before now. Come on. Saying it wasn't intended is just saying you weren't paying attention. Oh, is that still chaining? Okay. Excalibur just ducked for a moment there. I wasn't sure if he was still chaining. Turns out he was. I mean, we're getting like 20k damage in. Oh, that missed. Yeah, I've maxed out the combo already, so that's a thing. If I could get more enemies in a group per cast, that would be great. So yeah, Salty Tier, this is killing. There you are. Do I have any advice for farming Endo? I do. It's called !Endo. I have an Endo guide over my YouTube channel. That'll give you everything you need to know about farming Endo. Pure and simple. The Wolf Hunt in the New War Quest is TSA, but the armor bit. Again, sorry, I'm really... I know you know what question you're asking. Unfortunately, I don't know what question you're asking. Which is why I'm struggling to give you an answer that is anything other than, can you please tell me more about what you're stuck on? I really can't help you much more than that. If you're struggling to kill the wolf, you say, in the New War, I'm really not sure what I could suggest for you there. I don't know what it is you're stuck on exactly. Hell, I don't even know which part of the quest you're in. Also, I realise I've just been kind of dicking around slash dashing enemies, not focusing on the objective at all. I should probably help out that. Did they change the animations for slash dash? No idea. I play Excalibur that little that I have absolutely no idea. I really just don't enjoy him as a frame. He is too vanilla. His entire kit is short. Which, on the long list of mundane things, that's right the way up there for being mundane. Right, same first place in everything. You are first in the alphabet in most cases as well, yeah? Alright, I need to summon B, don't I? Yeah, it's all powered up. Bring him on. This guy has got swords. He's got thrown swords, which without the augment do sweet FA. He's got a different sword, which is actually just kind of depressing to look at and also drains a lot of energy. And then he's got, on normal Excalibur, shiny sword. On Excalibur Umbra, it's Anki. And just as far as the frame goes, that does not entice me at all.
Amogus.
Crop policies, thank you very much for the 100 bits. I have no idea why you're saying Amogus, but fair enough. Thank you for the 100 bits. Do I have a Natruk build? Yes, on my guide to the Natruk. I did do a guide to Natruk, didn't I? Okay, now I can't remember my own videos. I've done loads. Someone exclamation mark Natruk, see if I actually did a guide on it. I'm fairly certain I did, but like 99% certain at this point. Fairly certain I did. Thank you, Ladybug. Yes, I did do a guide on it. So there you are. That's the build for the Natruk. It's my YouTube guide on the Natruk.
Excellent work, Tenor.
TSA, sorry, you seem to be messaging in like
Amogus.
fractions. Correct policies. Thank you very much for the 100 bits twice over again. I have no idea why you keep on saying Amogus, but fair enough. Alright, TSA, let me see. You've said, how are you doing today? Do you have tips on armor in the New War Quest, the Wolf Hunt in the New War Quest, the Wolf Arc on the New War Quest? Sorry for that. My tips are, shoot it. Don't get shot. I really don't know what it is you're struggling with to be able to help you beyond that. Like, I'm not psychic, and I'll be honest with you, the New War came out over a year ago. I don't remember the fights that well. I really cannot help you with such broad suggestions or broad questions. It's like asking me, hey Ken, do you have any tips on playing Warframe? Where do you want me to start? Oh, do you mean Amar? Not armor, Amar. Still no, but okay. Seriously, for all the Archons, dodge. Don't get hit. That's the idea, really. Shoot them, don't get shot back. That's the best you can do. It's not like you can mod for the fight. You just do it. Copy Bloke, thank you very much for resubscribing with your Prime. Now up onto 5 months. Copy Bloke, really appreciate it. Thank you. So we've got a little bit of a weird combination here of a question I can't really answer, someone Amogusing, and I've been requested to use Excalibur on a defection. This doesn't get much more grey, does it? Like, the overcast grey on a day that's not raining, it's not thundering, it's just dismal. There's this combination of grey that we've got right here. Alright, we can at least extract, so we can get rid of both Excalibur and the defection. Thank bloody Christ. Oh. Well, that was supposed to dash forwards, and instead it hit an enemy and went off the edge. Love it. There we go. Did I say, speaking of Natruk, just remind me about a combo max size Natruk is. Okay, fair enough. Good to know you remember to think. Just want to say I'm sorry for the nightmares in advance. Committed to the meme. Have a great stream. What did you do? What did... Alright then. Alright then. Let me just update how this tree was displayed so that you can see this when I bring it over. This is what Jasper has sent me. This is what Jasper has sent me. I believe that we are looking at a mug full of watermelon and mayonnaise.
Amogus, Necromechamogus, Seuss, Imposter Seuss, Archon Imposter.
Great policies, thank you very much for the 100 bits. You'll use them in possibly the worst possible way, but sure, why not? Like, between the two here, the Amogus TTS or the Watermelon Mayo, I'd take the Watermelon Mayo. Yes, Zom. No, timeout. Why the Mayo? Because Whack likes Mayo. Does this mean Voltamelon for the next mission? Only if they redeemed it. I just, And this is why people buy my mug. Like, here's me with this beautiful, beautiful mug thinking, oh, people can enjoy it. Like, yeah, I really like the Kenji stuff. I support the Kenji deer. I got this mug. I thought people enjoy a nice cup of tea. And no, this is what happens instead. This is what happens instead. Yeah. Right then. Cool. All right. Whack. Just. Yeah. All right. Sure. Out of interest, how big is the mug? You need a big chungus mug. Oh, this isn't a big chungus. No, this is a proper mug. Not a mug. No, it's a proper mug. Like, there's your scale. There's your scale. You know. Hand next to it. It's a mug which is perfectly wieldable for a proper cup of tea or a proper cup of coffee. Not a tankard that you
Excellent work, Tenno.
with.
This will help our cause.
GG Will played Amogus.
Great policies. Let me just have a look here. Have you said absolutely anything else? You have said one other thing. Do I have an updated Necromech build, or is the one in your video still up to date? Good. The one in the video is still up to date because Necromech's not been updated. I'm going to ask you to, as much as I appreciate the bits, I'm going to have to ask you to come up with something other than Amogus, because otherwise I will have to take an action. I don't like doing that against people who are supporting the channel, but there's supporter, then there's trolling, and we don't troll around here. Thank you. Or if you are going to troll, use a second brain cell to do it. Hello, Predator Queen. So hi, Ken. Had a surgery Monday as planned. Got home nearly 11 PM. Oh, good lord. That is a late time to get back from a surgery. I hope it all went well for you. They were saying buy 2 mugs to make 1 big mug. I don't think that's quite how it works, but if you want to get 2 mugs at once, go for it. Give Dimensions a mug? Sure, yeah, let's see here. Okay, so across the top then, just get the ruler. So the diameter of it is 8 centimeters, or in freedom units that is 3 inches. And then the height of it, let's not drop it. Height of it is 9.5 centimeters, which in freedom units, that is approximately 0.1 washing machines, something like that. There you are. Of course I have a ruler at hand. Of course, I'm an absolute goddamn nerd. I have a ruler that was sat on my calculator. Why are you surprised by the ruler? Because you've clearly not paid enough attention. We're engineers, we're engineers, ultimate being. Oh. You know what? I'm just not even going to address that one. I'm not even going to address it. Most Ken desk setup. I mean, let's see. What else here perfectly exemplifies what it is to be a engineer? I mean, I still have the keyboard keypad that Warframe sent me because I have no keyboard to put it onto that it fits onto, so I still have that there. I've obviously got my phone, so that's the thing. I have, for some reason, 2 separate USB plugs, which are not plugged in. Go figure. And then I have a damaged, and I've never got around to fixing it, fan. Which is, of course, rainbow. Because why not? So yeah. What type of engineering is my speciality? I'm not an engineer, I'm a engineer. I did not do engineering. So yeah. Having a ruler handy is sometimes useful. Surprisingly, for measuring a mug, did not see that coming, but hey, at the same time, whoever was asking for the dimensions there probably didn't expect literal dimensions immediately just like that. But there you go. As I say, I found it on my desk and never put it down. That's the thing, I didn't for a while, and then I broke it. So the problem is that the way it's held together is that there is this little pin thing that goes through, but the cap that was on the other end broke off. And so now, if I'm not very careful, the whole pin comes out and then the whole thing falls apart. Which is, dare I say, a problem. So I need to get around to fixing it. Unfortunately, I haven't, so yeah. That's why you don't see much of it. That, and also it breaks the green screen. So there is that. And Z-Train, thanks for the hydrate. Right, okay, we need to get on to the next part of the, what do you call it? The sorting. Now, I do see that Chocodika did request the Voltamelon for it. So, yeah, that's a thing we'll have to do. That was this one? Yep, there it is. That's the Voltamelon. Jasper, you'd say bye-bye right now? Right now, Jasper? But this is your Warframe. You can't leave right this second when we bring out the Voltamelon. You'll notice it's not just Watermelon Volt, it's also got the Mayo Ephemera. Specifically tailored to the abomination that is your eating habits. You never realise the mayonnaise ephemera? It's subtle, isn't it? Like, it's not subtle when you're just there in the arsenal, but when you're out running, you don't notice it as much. Which is the complete opposite to when you're eating watermelon mayo, where you would most definitely notice the mayo. Yes. Voltamelon. It's a thing. Subtle brings it all together, or tears it all apart. Yeah. Nuke build? I have no idea what build this is. I'm just going to roll with it. Because we are on to an assassination energy reduction, so I'm not going to be doing much with the build anyway. But if you do want a nuke build for Volt, check out my nuke builds over on my YouTube channel. Exclamation mark nuke for that. Or nuke frames, is it? No, I think it's just nuke. Also saying, don't need a ruler, keep a tape measure handy. That works too. Why is Tower Rega so short? Because he's a short king. Prediction? Oh yeah, and he's getting the prediction up and running as well. Thank you. Let's see. Prediction time. There we go. Up and running. What reward are we going to get from today's sortie? Is it going to be an Nasa sculpture? Is it going to be a ribbon? Is it going to be a booster? Or something else entirely? Make your prediction with the blue spanner icon at the bottom of the chat there. Yeah, for this energy reduction, I have quite a bit of energy. That's useful. That is useful.
I'll finally get the chance to hurt you. I'm very excited now.
Addy, do you need me to ban you from typing things? I don't understand how this has happened twice. I really don't know how this has happened twice.
No. That sounds too humane. Your death will be
Anyway.
painful.
Let's tear Tyrega a new one. Where the hell is he? Oh, there he is. I got to shoot him once and then he staggered me. That was not very fun. So later to renew your place, you bet? That's fair, Cosmo, that's absolutely fair. We weren't waiting long. So I guess this is the one upside to long on-screen chat. I suppose there's that, yeah. What are the upsides? I'm just gonna kill all the guys who are on the other side of that door. Yeah, that was easy. I was just waiting for the, Oh, there they are. There they aren't. You hoping for a pineapple? Fair enough. I'm hoping for a legendary core, but you know, you do you. I could have sworn that unit was close enough to the door. Oh well. Alright, he's got a hit point bar. Where is he? Oh, he's all the way over there. Nope, no, he's right here. Have I ever got a legendary core? I've gotten 2 from sorties. But yeah, fun fact.
Nowhere left to hide. Nowhere left to run. It's hammer time.
I mean, just because I got 1 core this year doesn't mean I can't hope for another. It's RNG after all. I'm allowed to hope. I'm just going to throw the glaive around until it accidentally kills any of these manics going around. There we are. I accidentally smacked one in the face. It's all good. I've done my bit. You don't see the prediction? It looks like it is timed out. You only get 2 minutes on it. If you are 2 minutes behind the stream, then refresh. And if you aren't 2 minutes behind the stream, then that just means you were too lazy to get on it on time. And that's on you. Just going to keep throwing the glaive here until he spawns. And I see all those heat procs on it. Oh, did the heat procs get cleared? Oh, that's cheesy. I mean, we cheese Warframe all the time, but that's cheesy in the opposite direction. The heat procs got cleared when Talrega reappeared. Interesting. I swear it's not always been like that. There's so much water here, the heat procs extinguished. Maybe. Maybe. But today, we get a Riven mod. Alrighty then. Let's have a look here. It looks like 3 people thought it was going to be a Riven mod today. Predator Queen with 1,600 spanners, the biggest gamble on that one. You're absolutely right, Predator Queen. You are absolutely right on that. Looks like Athlete was another one of those, and Cosmo was the 3rd. There we are. Now I actually figured out everyone who voted for Riven. Boom. Beautiful. And apparently my actions have consequences. Yeah. I have a stalker. What's new? Alright then, that is the sortie out of the way. Is there someone looking to join in on the next bit? Nope, that is someone actually just sending me their build. I'm not looking at the build right now, Gubbinels. So we need to be heading on over to the Archon Hunt next. As we have one person drop out already, we have got at least a space available. If someone else would like to join in on the Archon Hunt here. We've got a mobile defense, an interception, and a showdown. Of course, it's always a showdown at the end. You know what? A bonus to Rhino. I could take that. I could take a bonus to Rhino. Yeah. Oh please, Athlia, please no. Please no more abominations. We've had one abomination already in a bug today. We don't need more. Come on now. Adam Alec, I'm going to thank you for not posting an abomination as the first thing you did with a bug. Appreciate you, Addy. Right, Rhino. And just, yeah, Foreman and everything else is fine as is. I'm going to switch back to Merciless just so I can aim using the Foreman here. Scar's Gift. Also, yeah, and switched over to Merciless. I'll be fine. It's a good combo. Honestly, Jasper, I don't know that Watermelon and Mayo really is a good combo, but hey, you enjoy it. You enjoy it. Am I going to be streaming through? Well, I mean, I intend to. You know, it's due to come out on the 26th, which is a Wednesday, and I stream Wednesdays, so I'd guess so. So long as nothing goes wrong with the release, that's the plan. If they end up releasing it, it ends up being a 3-hour download at the start of my stream, I'm going to be pissed. You know? Oh, sorry everyone, we're trying to stabilize the servers or something like that. If that's what happens, I am going to be a little bit upsetty. Alright, you take care, Jasper. Thanks for dropping by. Alright, looks like it's the 3 of us on this run. Let me just close off the tabs there so we don't have excess bits going around. He was saying, I hope to get a mug someday. We'll also commit atrocities. Oh dear. Oh no, fruit teas are fine. If you have your fruit tea, it's a fruit tea. It's fine. He's fine. Alright. Let's get going on this mission. You know what, I'm also going to give myself some energy. And drop ourselves... Drop ourselves in. Here we go. Activate little roar. That is a 285% roar. Yeah, I'll take that. 285% is right up my alley in terms of a roar buff, you know. I think everyone can benefit from that one. Adam Wellspring? I suppose I could take it higher, couldn't I? I mean, I'd need to wait for roar to time out now, but I could. That was a heck of a stomp. Oh, right. I just used Garuda's 4th ability there, or the fact that she cast it, to turn Stomp into 22k slash procs. That is kind of disgusting, not gonna lie. Kind of disgusting. Alright. Maximize the strength. And roar. 295%. Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take it at that point. That's enough for me. Wonderful synergy. It's a little bit bonkers, isn't it? Yeah. A slash proc rhino stomp. You've probably never seen that before.
Area completed. Move on.
Right. All of this, and I only have, what's it, 16,000 iron skin. Right, we're on location. Ready for the next. No. Buff. Double buff. Get ready for the roar. Pop. And stomp. Well, they died. I don't think I'm the one who killed them there. They just died. Let's try that again. Stomp. That is a 51k slash proc. From Stomp. Internal bleeding, but it's on Rhino. I mean, basically. Stomp. I mean, even just a direct hit was doing like 10,000 damage there, which is pretty spicy. For a Stomp, that's pretty spicy. Especially when you consider the armor it's working against. We just discovered a new synergy? I mean, Garuda plus any other source of damage is a synergy, so yeah. Not exactly new. Oh, I didn't do the second cast. Second cast. And then we roar.
You're alright, Doc.
There we are, beautiful. Group policies, thank you very much for the 80 bits, appreciate it.
Terminal hacked. Keep moving.
Alright, let's head on over. Natrok users crying. Natrok users... why would they be crying? Like, the Natrok is strong. Why would they be upset? It's the combination not just of Stomp, but Stomp plus Garuda plus 300% strength bonus. There's kind of a lot happening together at once here. Because that was only 2,000 damage, but imagine, just imagine for a moment if Garuda had put the slash onto it. Or my Sentinel can kill it before I finish stomping. That works too, yeah. Okay. Sure. That's fair. We're allowed more than one fun source to slash? Yeah, we got plenty of sources to slash these days. Plenty of them. And this happens to be another one. You trying to steal my life? No. That should sting. Nope, it didn't sting. They're too far out for it to sting. Never mind. Never mind.
Take my bits. Take them now. Ah.
Slightly weird there, Z-Shay, but thank you very much for the 100 bits. It seems it's almost everyone woke up on the weird side of bed today. Okay. We're not even an hour into the stream. We've had some very interesting moments. You do not like that noise? Fair enough. Yeah, this is just another reason why I don't use an automated voice in my videos. Because no one needs to hear that frequently. Alright then, another mission down. Rhino doing some good work. What have we got next? It was... oh, it's interception, isn't it? Oh. Well... well, we shall intercept, I guess. Oh yeah, Garuda's a powerful frame, Cosmo, absolutely. If you use Garuda's fourth on a whole bunch of highly armored enemies, then anyone who's got a hell of a lot of damage suddenly has a hell of a lot of slash damage, which just tears them apart. Garuda is a very powerful Warframe, not just in herself, but also as a force amplifier, because she can heal the team, she can proc buff the team, and then she can just keep it going because of bloodletting. So she doesn't have to ask for someone else to give her energy, she just keeps doing it. Garuda is a strong frame. To the surprise, hopefully, of absolutely no one. Get the raw buff on them, can I? Nope, they're already gone. I tried. I tried to give them raw. They ran too quick. I couldn't do it. I will just have to capture points and hope for the best. It's literally the mission. Yeah, with Garuda, if you're using Garuda, you don't need to build your weapons for slash procs if you've got enough energy to keep casting her 4. Because you just prime every enemy with all damages slash procs, and then job done. You bypass their armor entirely, you bypass the requirement to build for slash procs, you can build for more direct
Small,
and crit
tiny,
damage instead.
microscopic amounts of trolling.
Good policies, thank you very much for 300 bits, appreciate it. So yeah, Garuda is very, very capable. Nothing wrong with her there. Stomp! Ah, it was 10,000 damage. Through all that armor, it was 10,000 damage. I mean, it does also, you know, freeze them in place, which is pretty cool. Although I don't know how long the duration is on this at the moment. I just face tanked that death laser. Okay. Even that's where it hit the slightest edge of this obstacle. That could happen. That Xmas got one shot because, yeah, this is a lot of strength. I mean, the Fullman doesn't usually hit armored enemies for 500,000. That must have been a butt shot. I didn't notice I was firing at. Let's see. You there. Flap. Yeah. The Fullman doesn't usually hit level 100 and... what is this? 160 enemies? I think it was. 130 enemies? For 50,000 through that much armor. That's not a standard thing for Fullman. At least not without any priming. With priming, he can get ridiculous. And the benefit of having Garuda here is that I don't need to be in range to deliver slash procs. Because this setup requires me being within 10 meters to do so. But Garuda says, nah, any range is fine. Basically completely removing the requirements of using the internal bleeding mod here. Imagine a limbo that could bleed everyone? Yeah, that'd be pretty spicy. He's glowing, but he's dead. Yeah, Limbo's Cataclysm would be able to slash proc
Excellent work, Tenno.
with Garuda.
This will help our cause.
Do you know any way to quick way level up my necromech?
Grub Party, thank you very much for 100 bits. Quickly level up your necromech. There are a few different ways you can go about it. Open world bounties are just a place you can take them. They're not amazing, but they are a place you can do it and also get other stuff in the process. You can take them to Corpus Survival Railjack, which will get plenty of enemies to fight at a decent level there. But that is certainly a thing you can do. And then you've got, I think it is phase 2? Yeah, I think it's phase 2 of the Profit Taker fight. Or stage 2. The bounty you can stay with stage 2. You go into a building, you do some little objective there, you come back out, and there you'll have an endless supply of leveling up enemies, Corpus enemies, swarming you, which you can use your Necromech to fight. So those would be your best overall options. I would say the Corpus Survival is probably the better one for access and rewards. But the Profit Taker one is probably the fastest level overall. Yeah, I hope that gives you an idea as to where you can take your Grub Parties. Gyre forecasting slash? Yeah. Like, Garuda 4 plus anything AoE is basically just a win. Wish we could use Railjack on open worlds. I don't know what the Railjack would do on the open worlds, to be quite honest. Like, it's a big ass spaceship, so either it obliterates everything, or we nerf its power level to the point where we go, wait, how is this dangerous anywhere? The two just don't go hand in hand. Stomp! Okay, that guy survived because he had an overguard, but still, others got lifted. Here's a combination that could be a bit interesting. Garuda's fourth, because I believe that it targets enemies through walls, so you could just target a whole bunch of them at once. So Garuda's fourth, and then Mirage, Explosive Legerdemain. If any enemy is surviving the actual Explosive Legerdemain, they're going to get slash procced to hell and back. Maybe that could work. We up the raw, lots and lots of damage. Yeah, when you get a combination of frames, buffs, a squad like this, these sentients start feeling like no threat whatsoever. It becomes a point-and-click adventure. Like, yep, click on him twice, he's gone. Click on him once, didn't even need a slash block. Click on him, yep, he's gone. What are we up to? We are currently doing the Archon Hunt. This is stage 2 of the Archon Hunt. Oh, that was a juicy kill. Now, the only reason I'm having to shoot any of these enemies more than once is because I can't be bothered to wait for the slash block to kill them. That's basically it. Because otherwise, just pop. Okay, that one did not. Oh, Raw ran out. That's what happened now. I was going to say, that one did not want to die. Yeah, there we go. 200,000 slash proc. Forming. Against an Xmas unit. Alright. Casual. You can use Necromechs in the Lure Survival. farm. You can only use them for a limited amount of time though, so that's actually pretty terrible. You want something where you can keep using it and keep gaining value, rather than it just running out and you're like, okay, now what? For incidental farming, sure. For actual leveling, nah. Job done. I welcome to Necromantic Survival and Steel Path anyway. Well, with the Void Rig, it's Storm Shroud scales with incoming damage, so you could probably make it survive pretty well. Whether it'll be a fun use of it, that's a lot harder to say. F-King has gone down, let's fix that. There we are. Still some remaining enemies. Let's get rid of these ones. And we should be good. There we are, beautiful.
All messages decrypted. Fazul is not merely insane, Tenor. There is another mind at work within him.
Just admit it, Natal.
I was gonna say, everyone wants recruited now, can't be everyone at once. Yeah, that tends to happen when you reveal to everyone you're a force multiplier. They go, oh, multiply my force, please. Please, 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 please. Am I going to use 200% strength Rhino to kill the Archon? You mean 500% strength? Could do. Could do. Could be a bit spicy. I wouldn't usually go for it, but yeah, let's give it a whirl. Also, that is unfortunate. Plus 12,000 here. Only plus 2,000 because the other 4,000 can be applied. Dang it, Arbiters. Why are you like this? Let's rank it up. One of my 72 former. That looks interesting. Let's use that one, I think. Yeah, let's pick that one. What sort of changes will I like to see on Prime Foreman? No idea. No idea on that. We've seen that solo since yours max. Yeah, mine's in the process of switching over from the other side. Alright, let's grab the Heck. The Kuva Heck. Make sure it is set to Rad Viral. That it is. Non-primary Deadhead, so that'll do the trick. We are up against Mars. We're going to want to have a backup Catch Moon. Yep, got Glade Prime, doing its usual stuff. That should be fine. I will switch it over to Corrosive. There we are. Zedric should be absolutely fine. Carrier, let's defang Verglass just so it doesn't screw up anything. It might have, so just to be certain. Just to be certain. But I only take this out on the Archon Bonk gun. Yeah, basically, that's what the Cooper Heck is to me. Not a fan of it otherwise. But in this case, it works. Alright, let's get the prediction up and running. Let's get the prediction up and running. Which reward are we going to get from today's Archon hunt? Alongside, of course, the Archon shard we're going to get. Is it going to be Talforge even? I wonder. But what do we get alongside it? Which of these bonus bits? Is it going to be another River mod today? Is it maybe going to be 8,000 Endo? Could it even be a Legendary Core? You never know. Could get the combination of Legendary Core and a Talforge shard. It's possible. It is possible. Alright. Let us kill the Archon. Oh, I see there's been a big ol' spanner drop on a Riven. Let's see, Predator Queen's put 4,000 spanners behind Riven, wow. So I mean, gambling against that could be profitable, although then Amdrew put 10,000 on Legendary Core, so sure, why not? Why not? If you wanted to get some spanners, now is the time, because Amdrew has decided to throw a whole bunch away, and there is no one yet on Reactor, so that is a thing you can do. What we get with the sortie? What we got with the sortie was a Riven, pistol Riven. Alright, maximum buff, roar it up. There you are. Activate Iron Skin, and off we go. The reason I do the Raw first is because of the Zenrik ability to give me a free cast. Oh, that was dirty. That was dirty. That was dirty. I didn't even have my weapon stacks at that point. Okay, that one survived.
Hey dreamers, we are up and ready to party.
Right then, cool. Yeah, that'll do the trick. 282% strength might be good enough for this. We'll see when we actually get there, of course. Any more enemies here? I can just recharge this on. Thank you. Casually dodge that. Excuse me. Excuse me. Recast. 295% strength. Ready to go. Get out of that grenade. I'm about to lose my iron skin, which is a bit annoying. Scuba Heck versus Felox? No, it's Scuba Heck versus Archon. Speaking of, hello! Hi, my name's Kenjineer. I'm here to hurt your face. Stop, 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 stop doing crazy things, please. Sir, sir! Thank you. Crikey, trying to aim for the head when he's going, wow, 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 wow. Fuck. Sit still for a second. Woo. I do not have the reaction times I used to have. I cannot respond to it that quickly. Pretty Queen, you're gonna have to wait on the music. We're kind of in the middle of a mission here. That one's gonna wait a moment. Am I gonna say if I sound old? Well, I mean, your reaction times definitely start dropping off after, like, your early 20s. And I'm not in my early 20s. Oh, bloody hell. There we are. No face lasers, please. I do not want your face lasers. Thank you. Are we arriving in sync with each other? We did. That's impressive. Both arrived at the same time with the Deacon veils.
From him, I learned the wisdom of deception. A monarch
Yep.
will prove a cunning opponent.
Now, I haven't got any stacks on my gun at the moment because this mission is a lot of just sprinting in a direction. So that is a slight downside, and we are getting very close to the arena. And hope that I can find a few enemies I can... Okay, that was one stack. That's good. That one decided to look the other way, so I couldn't get the headshot stack. But it is fine. Nearly died. Okay, so I've got my weapon stacks now. Raw is about to run out, because of course it is. There's Raw. There's a Mar. Oh! Blast it. What? Why no damage? How did that read zeros? Now balls. Is that doesn't damage them. Please. Oh my god. Invulnerability stages, everybody. Invulnerability stages. Don't you love them? We'll get that last one. Nope. Okay, I will shoot it. I was hoping to line up the shot, but I missed. There we are. Invulnerability stages and
He is a mere trophy.
what's it?
Good job.
Words. Invulnerability stages and just difficulty landing the headshots as they just flail around. Not fun. Archon's alloy armor. That's where radiation is the recommended damage type. Hey, would you know, we got ourselves another Riven and a Talforged Crimson Archon Shard. Alright then. I mean, the Riven is a Riven, so I can care less with that. But yes, indeed, is a Riven. 2 Rivens today. Soprano Queen with your 4,000 spanners. Those were very well placed. Congratulations. Enjoy your additional channel points. Boom. And a Talforge with it as well. Oh, yeah. Very nice. Xerax said, hi, I've got 2 ribbons for Convectrix. Can you please tell me which one is better? First one is, what's with the really long lines? Is this an attempt at formatting? Because it didn't work. First one is 218 multi-shot, 321 damage, minus magazine capacity. Second one is damage, crit damage, also plus recoil. Well, the plus damages cancel out, so we don't need to worry about that. So it all comes down to multi-shot and crit damage. Convectrix, I don't even remember the weapon. I'll be honest. I can't memorize all of these weapons, so Convectrix, well, I got rid of it. 16% crit chance is... it's mid. It's not terrible, but it's not great. So if you modded onto that... yeah, if you modded it with... let me see. How much crit chance can you reasonably get out of this? 200% or more? So you might get about roughly a 50% chance of crits. Versus having, what's that, 200% more multi-shot. Yeah, I'll take the multi-shot one. Magazine capacity negative is a negative to be aware of, but I mean, you got 70. Should be going down to, what, probably like 40-ish? That's not terrible. That's not terrible. Yeah, I think the multi-shot is probably going to be your best shot there. Probably be your best shot. Just because of the very mid crit chance. I think I also got a Talforge. Nice. Mine was 60% going in. Oh yeah, let's refang carrier. There we are. Beautiful. Right then. Right then. Cosmo, F-King, thank you very much for joining me on the Archon Hunt. Enjoy your shards. Right, chat. With that out of the way, as I mentioned earlier, I've gathered a few ayatans. I used to have a lot more in the past. Quintus happened. But yeah. I've got a few ayatans. Now, I don't mean these few special looking ones here. No. These ones just sit up the front. They are safe. Because down here, this room used to be a little bit more occupied. And this is a problem. Because I want it to be more occupied. Does asking, Ken, have you started using your Tal shards? Or are you still keeping reference? Oh no, I'm using them. I'm using them. Wherever I get a hankering to do it, I am using them. For example, just quickly show on that, because distractions are fun. On my Lavos, I've put into 2 of these Talforge now. So I used to have 3 armor shards and then the 2 casting speed shards. Instead, now I've got just the 2 armor shards, so I've gone down by, what's that, 75 armor. And in its place, got a particle velocity bonus. Yeah. So, I used to have a load of ayatans. I would like to have a bunch of ayatans again. And, well, it just so happens, chap, that I had a look the other day. And, well, I happen to have a few ayatan treasures I can place down. I happen to have 9 Anasa Sculptures, 14 Airs, a Himakara, 19 Autas, 27 Pivs, 23 Sars, 21 Valanas, and 26 Vyas just sitting around, waiting for something to happen. Which is a couple. I'm hoping I actually have enough stars for all of these. I'm really hoping I have enough stars for all of these, but first things first is they all need the stars. Because at the moment, this Anastra looks pretty shit. It's just sat there. Like pineapples tend to, but we don't want a pineapple. We want a nice, living, happy, spindly, eldritch pineapple. So, I'm just gonna, one by one, start filling these ones in. And this might, in itself, take a moment or two. This might take a moment or two because I've got to one by one click them, press the hotkey, wait for the animation, click them, press the hotkey, wait for the animation, click them, press the hotkey, wait for the animation, which takes up a little bit more time. This one's a little bit more responsive, thankfully. I don't have to wait all the way in for this one. Nope. At least I have the hotkey to auto-install. If I was below MR10, I wouldn't be able to do this. Why that's a thing, I don't know. And then we got the Himakara. And then the autos. That one's a little bit slower. Oh, no, the response is increased. Maybe if I catch it at the right part of the animation, I can spam click it over. Sometimes I can't, it seems. So I am spam clicking. And so we slowly fill these in. What's the hotkey for this on Switch? Probably Y. I think Y is the universal hotkey, like all Xbox, Switch, PC use it, maybe. And then PlayStation's doing its own thing. As opposed to, why is the mouse gone over there? What was that about? And then X is for goodness sake, X is the anti-universal when it comes to hotkeys, because X is all over the place. You look at X on Switch, you look at X on Xbox, and you look at X on PlayStation. It's just gone crazy. Now, Predator Queen, you do need to be MR10 to be able to use the hotkey for auto install, because reasons. Alright, that's all the pivs done. Now onto the SARs. We're just getting so many different angles on these as they pop in. Come on. I don't know why the piv stole my mouse a couple times. That was weird. I have no explanation for that one. Now, I'm sure some of you might be wondering, how the hell do you have so many ayatans just lying around, not socketed yet? And, well, that's because I got pretty much all of these in the last, like, week or so. This is a result of just over a week of ayatans.
This will help our cause.
Minus the Anatas.
10
The
billion
Anatas
pounds, or
yeah.
be able to teleport, with a 10 kilogram limit.
Well, I weigh more than 10 kilograms, so how would I teleport then, current policies? Also, do you know how much 10 billion pounds is? Do you know how much 10 billion pounds is? Like, seriously now. Like, teleportation is cool and all, but do you know how much 10 billion pounds is? For 10 billion, you could leave a legacy that even teleportation couldn't, if you wanted to. 10 billion is enough to
Mint
control
kiloton.
whole countries. Oh, you meant 10 kiloton. That's a little bit more than kilogram. 10 kilotons is quite a bit more than a kilogram. I don't even have a perspective for kiloton in my head. A kiloton, well, a ton is 1,000 kilograms, so a kiloton is 1,000 kilograms. That's 1,000,000 kilograms. So you're talking 10 million kilogram teleports. Is this a limit forever or per teleport? What are we talking here? Or into a bank vault, grab cash and leave? Yo, if that's your immediate thought with teleportation, you are thinking so small, it's actually painful. Seriously. Per teleport. 10 kilotons per teleport. Great, I am now the world king in international trade. Holy shit. 10,000 tons per teleport that I could just do. Easy. Yeah, you pick the teleport. You'd overnight be the richest person. International shipping is a huge thing. So, yeah. Logistics solved. This thing is now over there. This group of things is now over there. Bap, 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 bap. You set up a logistics route. You get staff involved They set up the logistics route, and you just go, zap, done. Yeah, that's easy. Hell, that's easy, because no one can compete with that. You can put your prices wherever you damn well please. That is a very, very easy pick right there. If it was 10 kilograms, it would be the 10 billion. But 10 kilotons, easy pick. Are any government BS? You have great transport company ever? That's the thing, is that all the government BS and borders and whatnot, they can still exist. But the ship or plane or whatever no longer has to spend all that fuel, all that time, all that crew going from A to B. It's just now there. Why would you use teleport to move stuff on Earth when you can teleport precious metal asteroids to Earth? That's another one of the bits. That would just be another part of the logistics. Because it's all well and good having an asteroid, but you need someone who wants to buy it. That's why you get the logistics people. And the teleport just go pip, 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 pip. Probably going to have forgotten the music. I did indeed. Let me do that for you now. There we are, cool. Alright. What sort of range are we talking on teleport? They didn't specify. Which means there isn't one. If you do not put a limit on a thing, there is not a limit. You have to specify a limit. They did not limit it. The only limit they gave was the amount of mass per teleport. So, yeah. Easy peasy. Logistics, solved. Resources, solved. Trash, solved. Energy, solved. That amount of power is absolutely obscene. Space exploration, solved. The ability to teleport out of a gravity well, insane power right there. Holy dooly. 10 kilotons of teleportation as far as you want. Job done.
Excellent work, Tenno.
The limit is your imagination. The limit really is my imagination.
The limit is your imagination.
I believe you me, with that power, you can hire a lot of imagination. Like, seriously. Are there any planets under 10 kilotons? No. No, there are not. By definition, there are no planets under 10 kilotons. There are, however, plenty of rocks and ice and all kinds of curiosities you can find. Also, I've now managed to socket all of these. Look how few amber stars I have! I'm down to just 22 amber stars. This is sad. It's fine. No, what's the typical density of asteroid? I think it's something like... Oh, rack my brain. Isn't it like 5 tons per cubic meter or something like that?
You have excellent
Something like that.
taste.
Dibs on the endo.
Check the Discord meme channel. There's a new cursed mug. Is that the one from Jasper? Jasper Wolfie. Or is it another one? Dibs on the endo? You can't have to click dibs on the endo. I need the endo. Look how low my endo has got. Like, I am just 138,000 away from having only 500,000 endo. How could you possibly try and take that from me? Athia did. Oh god, why did Athia didn't have a nope? Nope. Nope. No. I'm. After the gulps last time, do I really want to bring up another one? Do I really want? All right, I'll bring it up. I'll bring it up. If it's a picture, let's see what we got here. I'm going to bring up the picture first, and then I'm going to let chat decide if we bring up the video you've posted. Because this is the picture. Athlia, would you care to walk us through the ingredients in this? Because I think there are plenty of people here who have absolutely no idea what the hell they're looking at. I'd like to make it clear that is not the contents of this mug. Athlia, what ingredients are we looking at here? I can see that is So, okay, we've got parmesan, butter, pickles, apple soda, and tea. I'm pickle sick reading that. Oh dear. I like the detail of splitting the pickle over the side of the mug. I do like that detail, I see that. But yikes. So, now that we know, you can post. Didn't you already post the gulp in the Discord? I think you already posted it in the Discord, didn't you? Okay, so I'm gonna poll this. I'm gonna poll this. I'm gonna ask y'all, do I show the video on stream here? Simple yes or no poll. Gonna give you a minute on that. Well, on Discord, is you taking a bite? A drink should not have bites. A drink should not have bites. Is everyone trying to defile my mugs? Not everyone, just most of them, Aaron. If you want to be one of the people who has not defiled a mug, buy one. And if you want to be one of the people who has defiled a mug, buy one. It works both ways. Buy a mug. And please don't do this with it. I'm giving you guys the opportunity to vote. I'm letting democracy choose whether or not I bring out the video of whatever the hell Athley has done with this. This picture is already telling 1,000 words. Really it is. So I am terrified as to what the video might include. Would the video break TOS? Good question. Athia, would the video break TOS? I do need to know about that. Good promotion for the mugs? I don't know if this is a good promotion, but hey, if you want to get a mug, you get... If you buy a mug whilst we're on stream, you get yourself a bonus, lovely little animation here on the stream. All the more reason to do so. I think we've only ever seen the animation once, because most people buy the mug off stream, but there we are. Link to buy the mugs, ! merch. Where you can get not just the mugs, but you can also get little bits and pieces like mouse mats or hoodies and shirts. But the mug is the bit we're all caring about, let's be honest now. The mug's the bit everyone cares about. One mug bought is one less mug that Athlia has, basically. Okay, so the vote has come in 83% yes. So for the 4 of you who voted no, bless your souls. But this is happening, apparently. This is happening. So, can I... Okay, I'll need to bring this over like so. Oh! No! I'm sorry, let me pause the music there. Just have a little bit of Ayatan audio. Athlia, you need help. I'm done with the whole promotion. I'm not even talking about the mug anymore. It's done. No. No. Oh. That's disgusting. How did you... There is not another. Athlia, there is not another. And definitely there is no reason for anyone who is not already on the Discord to join the Discord to go find it in the memes channel, because please do not have that as your introduction to the Discord. Athlia is a special case. Athlia is a very special person. Oh dear. If Jesus is in life, Jesus won't cover that one. I don't think humanity has yet invented a deity who can properly handle Athlia. Now that is an unusual sound. That is an unusual sound. To whoever goes by the initials of AG, thank you very much for grabbing a mug from the store. I really appreciate it. Oh. Cheers indeed. Enjoy your mug. It'll be with you in a few working days. That brings us up to 11. 11 ever mugs. 11 of these exist in the world. Only 11 so far. Well, actually, currently 10. That will be the 11th. Thank you very much, AG, whoever you be. You miss the animation? Well, Float, you'll just have to catch it on the replay, won't you? You'll just have to catch it there. And Saturn Blitz, thanks for the hydrate as well. Proper tea, you know. Proper tea. Does the A and AG stand for Athlia by any chance? Well, we have no idea. Unless whoever bought it wanted to announce themselves, we have no idea. Because they've chosen not to put their username in. Whoever it is that purchased that. That's why we just get the letters AG. Alright. It was Aaron. Aaron is claiming it. Aaron, thank you very much for purchasing a mug. Appreciate it, my dude. Hope you enjoy the mug. It is a wonderful mug. Right. It didn't give you an option? That's weird. That is Maybe you need to be sided or something. I don't know. How much for a pickle hydrate? If you want me to put a pickle in any beverage that I have here and drink it, 1 million bits. How's that sound? It's not happening. It's not happening. You can see the animation yourself if you're buying the mug. Clever, Cosmo. Clever. Although Flo already has a mug, so, you know. I think... Yeah, Flo, you have a mug, don't you? Yeah. Right, let's get the music back on. Don't price it. I mean... I said 10 million bits, right? That is... $100,000. At that point, I am a little bit more flexible in my culinary tastes. But not before. So, now we're talking to the ayatans. There's only one thing left to do. There is only one thing left to do. That is completely ignore everything happening over in the memes channel and start filling them all in. Because I got a whole bunch of these to place down now. Oh, yes, indeed. I'm just going to haphazardly throw them in here. Excuse me, as quick as I can. I've had a lot of tea. Would I rather Athlia drink or teleport 10 kilograms at a time? Again, 10 kilograms is a lot less than I weigh, so it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense if I can't actually teleport. Yeah. Was I asking Athlia, was that actually something you would drink or just to ruin the mug? Look, Athlia drank the previous concoction. We have the video evidence of it. In fact, I'm scared to believe that there may be video evidence now of Athlia drinking this new concoction. So the answer was, without even having to verify, is yes, they would absolutely drink it. And that is a truth that we all have to live with. Alright, let's get down all of these pivs. One by one. I'm gonna rotate that one that way. And then do one the other way. Give it a little bit of a pizzazz to it, you know? Do that one whole opposite way around. Beautiful. That fills in that row. Let's do it again. Let's put these ones... do that one kind of with the curve. And then along the row a bit. I know I'm using snapped rotations at the moment, so that's gonna... oh no, that looks terrible. I don't like that. I don't like that. I'm gonna have to turn off the angle snapping. There we are. That's better. That's better. Y'all love the pivs, don't you? Are we starting a new cult? Is there now a cult of piv in this channel? Just so I understand, y'all. Is there becoming a cult of piv? Because it certainly seems like it. Every time a piv happens to be even remotely relevant to what's on screen, there are just cries of piv. You don't even like piv sculptures, but it's made them dear to you? I don't even understand. Okay. The name is cute. I mean, compared to a lot of ayatan names, you've got the Orta, you've got the Anasa, you've got the Vaya, the Valana. It's certainly a very delicate name in comparison. A very delicate name in comparison. You know what, let's line up a few of them along here. I think that would look nice. This one here, and here, and here, and here. In case anyone's short an endo, by the way, get good. Road to 1 million endo. Might actually already be there if I melted this down, but I ain't gonna melt it down. A voice chat side things? Yeah, there's a lot of pivoting around happening, I guess. Alright, have I got any more pips? I've got more pips to go. Good lord. Every time I press 2, another pip appears in my hand. That doesn't look like it fits, but I'm going to put it there anyway. Right, pips don't really go on these shelves. These shelves aren't great for storing things, I'll be quite honest, so I'm just going to leave those there. Let's put pips along here. This looks like a good spot for pips. Yeah, these fit quite nicely on here, don't they? How long did it take me to get all these sculptures I'm displaying? The ones I'm putting down today, with a couple exceptions, most of them I got in the last, like, just over a week. Let's say about 8 days. And I've not been playing non-stop. Far from it. Those here. I like how this feels like it's played with the rock music, not just whatever Octavia's listening to. Okay, now it doesn't fit. Oh, have I run out of pibs? I may have run out of pibs. Yep, I'm out of pibs now. Right, onto the airs. These can actually stack onto here. That's cute. Put you there. And we need to maintain the rotation, please, do. Okay, I'm not going to get 4 onto here, so I'm going to spread these out a bit better. There we go. Let's do it on the other side. And we'll pop this one here, and we'll pop this one here a little bit further forward, so it gives a bit of a bowed look. That's a big say. With all those sculptures, it smells like some research about Golden Instinct happened. Really? No, surely not. There's no way this is the result of just endless amounts of science happening. Definitely not. These ones look like small friends. Yeah. They're one of the only ones, if not the... I think they're the only one that only takes cyan stars as well. Do these fit here, or is that clipping with a shelf? No, these fit. Cool, alright, we'll just put some down here as well. I didn't think they would fit down here, but they do. So, yep, let's do that as well. That definitely does not look weird. Okay. Reversed looks weird. Oh, God. And that one can go there. There we go. Beautiful. We're waving at you. Yeah, there's a lot of waving going on in here. There is a lot of waving going on in here. Let's put this one down here. And put these facing away from the... Oh, no, that's the last one of those. Okay, then. Next, we've got the Orcas. Okay. Not to be confused with Orcas. They are very different things. These could just probably make a neat little row along here. Okay, that's not going to fit. I will put it here instead. Just move that one along a bit and rotate it. It looks like it was always meant to be there. You don't think I could fit this many orcas in my orbiter? Yeah, probably not. Probably not. But Orcas, we absolutely can. And then we can pop one right here. There we go. Have I got more of them? I've got more of them. Let's just continue this curve around then. And we can have this one go here. Now we're curving back the other way. Not really a way around I need to have these, is there? Nah. Any more for any more? Oh my god, they're still coming. Okay, let's continue this way around then. Just constant ayatans today. And that's all of those ones. Okay, next, Himakara. Let's just put this somewhere nice and fancy. Here. Is that okay? It clips a bit with Wukong, but you know what? No, I don't like it there. I don't like it there. You move. It's the way it swings out. And the piv will accept it. The piv is fine. Right, let's move you over here somewhere. I don't know. Let's do that. That. There we go. Okay, cool. Right. That does that one well. Cool. The Himakara on top of the Octavia. Oh, that could work, actually. Yeah. Let's rotate it around. And you know what? Hey! It's slightly cheating, but we'll scale it. Fully cover the Octavia. There we go. Oh, it's off center. There we go. Yep. Yeah, that definitely works. That was a very good shout there. This result farming rare drops just a little bit. just a little bit. We got a few sculptures. Another 23 stars to go. Let's just start slapping these down. Stars are a bit silly. They're all flippy. I didn't mean to click that. Pop that there, and there, and there. And there. Now we'll come around the other side. Ooh, God. Up in the face. Do that. And that. And that. That one seems a little bit out of alignment. There we are. That's a bit better. Do you. And you, and here. I'll bring them all the way around here now. There is a lot of these. I kind of underestimated just how many of these there are. Oops. And how long it's going to take to place them. But you know what? It's fine. We'll just keep on placing and placing and placing. Until I run out. And then eventually I'll have more. Maru will go insane if she somehow got on my Arbiter. I mean, I did give Maru, what was it, 267 sculptures once? In one go. I think it's 267. So, she's already had quite a generous contribution for myself, you know? That was certainly a transaction for the ages. Are we doing more Ayatan farming? I don't need any more Ayatans. I don't know what gave you the impression I might need to do some more farming on that, Predator Queen. I'm pretty good on the Ayatan side. Your friend just texted you asking me what I'm doing? Oh. I am making a mess. I am making a mess. Right, Valana. These really fat ones. I actually see it's quite well in that corner there. Ah, you know what? On that note, slightly cursed, slightly works. Actually, if I squidge them a bit more, do you squidge any burr? Oh no, that's going quite high up. That's going quite high up. I don't think I can get a fourth one in without flipping issues. Can I get that there? A little bit lower. That looks okay. But not off. No, that's not going to work. That's not going to work. All right, we'll just leave those three over there like that. Move out of the way. I need to lift this up a bit. Space them out a bit more. Yeah, that looks better. All right, then. Turn them upside down? Oh, I suppose I could do that, yeah. We just have ceiling Villanas. There we are. Oh, retain the orientation, please. And look, if I service snap, will it behave? It might. Okay, that'll at least make it quicker to place them, and then I can reposition them afterwards. I just want to get them down to get the approximate locations of them all. Then I can figure out the orientation without the surface snapping. And there we go. Okie dokie.
Magical.
Trust me, semicolon. This is 10 million bits.
It looks like 100 bits to me, but thank you very much for the 100 bits corrupt policies. Appreciate it. Alright, now if we turn off surface snapping, should be able to just gently rotate these however I please now. Rotation is backwards because they're flipped upside down, but it's fine. I will figure it out. Nope, this way. That one backwards. Wait. Oh, I've done a couple of these backwards. Stupid. There we are. That was daft. Okay, we're getting there. Right, let's rotate this one carefully around. There we are. And you. And you. No, that looks wrong. What have I done here? That needs to be like that. There we go. No! Why would you jump forwards? No, stop. Right, that'll do. And the bloody sculptures, I swear to God. Nope, that's wrong. Try again. Tap. Yeah, that looks okay. Okay, I need to bring these in. Pro Queen, thank you for giving a load of people the heebie-jeebies. Right, let's bring those in, bring that in, bring that in. Up to there. That looks better. There we go. Right, that's as much as I'm doing on that one. It's silly. I'm leaving it. That'll do. That'll do. So now we have them on the ceiling as well, and they're all out of sync just to make it even worse. Oh, good God. Right. Let's continue these around here now. Because I've got even more of them. So why not? You need Endo, but you're tempted to put ayatans on your ceiling. I mean, I'd recommend the Endo, to be honest. Like, Endo is kind of a big deal in this game. It's just you get to a point where you go, feck it. And then this happens. And you look like an absolute idiot. But it's fine. Just Lavos doing casual Harrow emotes as you do. Okay, that is all the Villanas. That worked out perfectly because I was wondering where to put the next one. So now we're on to the last of them, which is the Vyas. Don't start in my face. So let's go right across here. I'm not even trying to make this neat. I'm just kind of haphazardly putting them in roughly interesting enough places to just kind of fill up the space. I mean, it's not going to fully fill it, but like if I spread it out any further, it would just look bad anyway. I'm just going to have rows upon rows of ayatans. A little bit of a lag spike there. Sometimes the stream does lag spike.
Lose 10 billion pounds
Not
or
sure why.
72-hour Amogus stream.
Lose 10 billion pounds or 72-hour Amogus stream. Well, given that I don't have 10 billion to lose, that I could really do with not losing all my money, obviously it would be the Amogus stream. That one doesn't really fit there, so I'm going to put it down here. Also, I should say, of course, crop policies, thank you very much for the 200 bits. You've got very weird questions, but I appreciate you. Let's see. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do. Best part of the rooster all full. There's more stars there than in the window. Yeah. There's a lot of stars here. There's quite a few. Have I upgraded my computer, or why am I placing them all? I've not upgraded my computer. It's just they need placing. I have quite a few of them. They need placing. It's the rule. Please let me complete this row. Please. Please say I have enough to complete it. God! No! Son of a... You. There we are. Right, let's just fill in this gap somehow, so no one will ever know. Fuck. You know what? Just it doesn't exist. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Ah. What do I think will be the next Prime Resurgence? No idea. No idea. Right then. Yeah, that looks great. That looks like one fine mess. Oh dear. I don't think the drone likes it. Yeah, that... I like to imagine the music is what's going on in its head right now, but... Yeah, it's struggling. The drone is also a moving sculpture. You know what? It does fit in, doesn't it? Yeah. It does fit in now. It's just animating in a little loop. Just like the little sculptures. And then Predator Queen had to make it weird. God damn it, Predator Queen. Imagine your job being to clean this place. I would get out the high pressure air duster and call it a day. Lavos now an Ayaton? Can I colour Lavos like an Ayaton? Yeah, let's not do that. Let's not do that. We don't need to be spending the time on trying to do that. But there we go. That is over 100 sculptures placed down there. I didn't count exactly how many I was placing, nor how many I had before, but that is a lot of sculptures. That is quite a few sculptures in here. When you consider each of those pineapples is what, 3,600 endo? I think? Or is it 2,700? No. Wait. How much is it? I've forgotten. Ayaton treasures. Let's have aganders. They are 3,450. I was close. 3,450 each. So basically every three of them is a little over 10,000. And there's a bit more than 3 pineapples in here. I placed down 9 just now, so that's 30,000 endo. And then we got all the Ortas and the Sars and the Vyres and the Pips. And the Valanas and the whole bloody lot of them. And that single, now oversized Keither, I think that is. Yeah. Just a little bit of endo in here. And it could be yours, but it's not. Right. Can you do the same thing in the dojo? You can, but you can't take the sculptures back, and that is a terrible crime. Also, for some reason, someone in my clan decided to donate a couple sculptures that did not have full iron stars in them, or full iron stars. Which means that they only partially animate or don't animate at all. And you can never ever fix that. You can't take back a sculpture. You can't add stars to a sculpture that's been handed over to the dojo. They are permanently broken sculptures. I don't know why someone would do that, but someone did. It pains me. It pains me. So yeah. Alright then. We have now placed down all of the sculptures. What I would like to do, with that aside, that endo flexo completely done with, is I don't need to go here yet. I need to be over here. I have a couple things I could level up. And the thing about having a couple things I could level up is that it might just get me over the line here. So I'm going to attempt that. Maybe, just maybe, with a couple of these things, I might be able to get over the LR2 line. Finally. Are clans cross-platform yet? They are not, no. So, let's grab Boar Prime. Let's grab Cobra and Crane Prime. Yes, I'll buy it. I have Platinum, it's fine. Let's grab Shade Prime. And of course that comes with the laser. So it's, what was laser on Shade Prime? I forget actually. We'll find out in a sec. Shade Prime and Burst Laser Prime. There we go. Right then. Yeah, I've got potatoes. Let's slap a potato in it. Why not? Prime Regen. Yeah. Prime Animal Instinct. Yep. Let's see here. A bit of health would go a long way. So Enhanced Vitality. Sure, why not? Synth Fiber is always fun to have. Let's grab some of these precepts. I've already got Regen on there. Vacuum is a good one. Might as well put some Assault Mode on there. It's not going to do much given the gun that it's got. In fact, it's going to do next to nothing, so I'll take it off. Let's see. Guardian is a nice one to have, so we'll put that one on there instead then. There we go. What else can I put onto here that I would like to put on? I mean, I could do one of the actual Shade ones, like Ghost. That would be a good idea, wouldn't it? Yeah. Let's do Ghost. Right then. And in the remaining slots, we can go with... Yeah, not sure on that one. That's actually gone quite well. Sod it. I was skipping it, but maybe I could just... Oh wait, Repair Kit. Yeah, I kind of need that in there. That's a good idea. There we are, that'll do. Repair Kit is probably a good idea. Right then, and then Burst Laser Prime. Hey Ray, welcome on in. You definitely missed a couple somethings, but it's fine. I didn't need to put a potato into this one. Honestly, I'm not entirely sure why I just did that. Because I'm looking at these stats, and I'm instantly filled with regret. Yikes. Like, couldn't they at least give it, like, Verglass level stats when priming it? Apparently not. Apparently not, but okay, let's just mod it. I've done it now, so I might as well. Alright. Let's give it a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and then... Actually, why am I even trying to give it damage? Screw damage. Let's just give it full status. That, this. More status. Multi-shot? Yeah, more multi-shot. There we are. More fire rate. Even more fire rate? Gotta have some more fire rate on here somewhere. There we go. Well, that'll do at least half of something. 51% status chance, 3.75 fire rate, 2.8 multi-shots. It'll do something. It's not amazing, but it'll do something. The question is, do I go heat or do I go cold? I go heat. Why not? Just dump all the armor. Or I could go viral. Viral's probably a better shout than corrosive here, isn't it? Yeah. Viral's more generally applicable. Oh, not you. You. There we are. Viral heat. That's the pick. That's a 15 bullet mag. Oh, yeah. Truly amazing. I mean, it's got a reload at 0, apparently. So, you know, it's fine. It's fine. Blast? I'll pass on Blast, thanks. Blast could be a better damage type. Unfortunately, it isn't, so we're not going to use it. It sucks. Right, over here. Scroll the usage all the way down. We should be able to find the brand new thingamajiggy. There it is, Boar Prime. I don't know why Boar Prime is considered to have more usage than kit guns, but that's the way it works. Kit guns have never ever been used in my life, according to this game, so... You'd love a Blast as what Ripcast does? Yeah. I think for Blast, if I were to remake the Blast status type, I think the change is very obvious. I think the change is very, very obvious when it comes to what it could do instead. Because you see, we've got viral, which enhances damage against health. We've got magnetic, which enhances damage against shields. We have got corrosive, which effectively enhances damage against armor. You don't damage armor, you damage the health that's covered by armor, but basically it enhances damage against armor. You can think of it that way. So we got those. Your other ones, radiation is enhanced damage against friends, so that kind of works. So that leaves us with, what's it, blast and gas. Gas enhances damage against the area? I'm stretching this a bit. But blast? AoE damage enhanced? No. Even more obvious than that. Corrosive is against armor. Magnetic is against shields. Viral is against health. So blast status should be bonus damage against Overguard. And just like that, blast suddenly matters. You can choose to focus down their health, their shields, or you can focus down the Overguard on enemies that spawn. There you are, blast now has a place. I mean, it seems obvious to me. It makes it really good. Makes it good, but situational. Because if you've got blast, which is cold and heat, you usually won't be able to then also get a respectable amount of viral. You won't be able to get respectable amounts of magnetic. You won't be able to get things like radiation. All you can get in there at that point is corrosive. Which is more of a direct damage. Yeah, you can get corrosive procs, but it's more of a direct damage thing. Void is supposed to be good against Overguard. Void damage is good against Overguard, but it's only a 50% bonus, and the places you get Void are Operator Ramps and Zarta's Whisper. So not exactly a long list of reasons to give it half a damn about that, you know? But with Blast status, it can actually get there. And the thing is that AoE weapons, as much as they predominantly have Blast damage, they don't tend to have a lot of status application. So it doesn't overpower that side of things. Instead, it gives you more of a reason to kind of combat your blast from elsewhere. And then Ray wants to completely change up, switch between 3 different statuses. Which is, it's a fair consideration, but I don't think it fits into what the game's been designed as now. Yeah. With regards to operators versus overguards, and the whole plus damage against it, I'm not entirely sure what D's plan was there, but the execution of it doesn't really quite line as far as I'm concerned. So I'll just leave that one where it is. Right, I got potatoes, let's spend them. Oh, let's see then. I'm not going to put in a primary arcane adapter because I don't think I'm going to use Ball Prime much after this, but I got potatoes to spare, so hey, why not? Let's do that. Let's give it, it's not going to crit much, so I'm not going to focus on the crits here. Let's instead focus on cold. Oh, I can't do that as well. Ooh. I'll just go cold. Yeah, just pure electric. I've got multi-shot, damage, electricity, and how about a bit of fire rate? How does that sound? I know I could go savvy here, but I don't know if that's going to be worthwhile, given how little I'm going to be using it properly. Yeah, probably not going to work out for what I'm doing here. Let's see, where is... Oh, they renamed it. What is it called now? Shock and Barrage? Shock and Barrage, there it is. And with 6 left over... Sod it, why not? Why not? I could change that over to corrosive with this, but I'll go with the electric. It's fine. How much DPI and Warframe sensitivity am I using? DPI, I have no idea. Like, at all. Just kind of go with whatever you're used to, really. It's not like this is some competitive game. You don't need to have ideal settings for trying to outshoot people. I mean, you can play this game mostly through just kind of pointing in the general direction of enemies, so just whatever works for you, really. Am I really modding a weapon for mastery fodder? Absolutely, yes I am. Because why not? We don't mod enough things in this game. Once you get to a certain point, you just kind of load up a mission, annihilate everything, leave the mission. Let me have this. Alright. Let's pop you in. I can't remember which one of these I prefer, so I've only got one of those, why not? And let's see here then. So that is a lot of status. Let's go condition overload on this one. Let's go for Prime Fury, I guess, maybe? I don't know. I'm just going to throw mods onto it. I actually don't care this much about it. Prime Fever Strike. Sod it, let's do this. How often do you go for a sacrificial set? You don't, because it's stupid. That's why I'm doing it. And this is a mess. So with that grand old mess, let's put on the Auger Chatter. Yep, this is a terrible idea. Range is always nice. It's got 2.6, so we're good enough. Does unlocking Steel Path nodes count towards Mastery Rank? Yes, it does. Yep, completing Steel Path will give you progress towards this. Like, we go here, you can see Steel Path missions gave me 27,519 Mastery points. So yeah, absolutely. Alright, let's switch this over to... where is it? Why is this kit gonna... whatever. Alright, this should be good. And then... You know what? I'll just buff up my allies. When allies are buffed, allies give levels faster. Yeah. How much was a gun? Gun gives you 3,000 mastery points. A Warframe will give you 6,000. Basically, if it takes a catalyst, it's 3,000. And if it takes a reactor, it is 6,000 mastery for level 30 on it. What is maxed out sacrificial pressure stats? Can't remember. Right, I'm going to drop into Elite Sanctuary Onslaught if you would like to join me and give me a hand on that. Just to get these leveled as quickly as possible, send me a message in game, the Kengineer. I'll bring it on into the squad. Whilst anyone has a think about if they want to do that, I'm going to head on down to Strata Relay and pop out an Affinity Blessing. I don't know of any drops happening on this channel at the moment for Golden Stag. I haven't heard of any. We got the raffle. Not drops. Alright, let's head ourselves on through. Let's pop an Affinity Blessing real nice and quickly. I ain't going to hang around to force it to anyone specific, just going to pop it. Yeah, there's usually at least someone stood next to this. Yeah, well. Has Affinity. Go. Ta-da! We got 1, 2, 3 tanks, 4 tanks. I'll take it. Is Strata Relay the usual place for blessings? It's just the one I chose. It's just the one I chose, that's all. Yeah, if you want to join Cosmo with Garuda, you're absolutely welcome to do so. Oh, was the drops on the Warframe International? Fair enough. I don't keep up with what's happening on the international stream. Strata's most successful relay. True, there is that. Yeah, it is a very accessible relay. Alright, so we got 2 in the squad. There it is. There is the 3rd join. Alright then. We got a Harrow, a Sarin, and it's going to be a Garuda. Yep, let's do this. Weird combo, we'll take it. Does Garuda's 4 make Sarin's 4 slash? For some reason, this is a question I've never asked before. Sarin plus Garuda. I mean, that's fair enough, though, but we do need to get into the mission. We're waiting. Oh, we're waiting on Fran. Alright, we're all good. Sarin's going to let us know if they are slashing with their spores. This could be interesting. Does Garuda's 4 proc slash Lazar's Whisper? I believe so. It's kind of weird that we find ourselves in a game where we have to constantly question, does this work with that? Because there's no keywording system. We just don't know half the time. Alright, raw. Alright. I'm giving out a 70% raw. Wait. Huh? Oh, someone else has given me a 70% raw. I gave out 122%. I was going to say, I saw 70%. Now look, someone else and they had more. What? Friends saying no slash at the moment. So they might be killing them before Garuda can tap them. Which would certainly affect it. Now there is slash and spores. Alright, cool. So Sarin spores can slash if Garuda's 4 triggers on the enemies. Excellent. I don't know what the use case would be for that, but that's a thing. Sarin spores can slash. Say that quickly. She sells Sarin spores, Sunring, Silly Slash, or something like that. I don't know. There's also the fun of, should this stat be positive or negative for best effect? I mean, that doesn't really come up as often as just not knowing if something has an interaction or not. Because there's no keyword system in Warframe. Warframe seems kind of bad. I mean, this is unformed and still being leveled and just kind of thrown together. And we're comparing it against a Slash Sarin and a Thermal Sunder Harrow, which is about as unfair as it gets. Okay, up next, let's say that Rhino Stomp is bad because Titania exists. Why am I stood up in the air? Take it around. Yeah, not really a fair comparison. I mean, it's still ball primes. It's prime shock, and they're not typically amazing. If you had Shape Prime, yeah, it does that thing, doesn't it? The most pointless invisibility in the game, I'd say. Like, actually using the invisibility for invisibility purposes just isn't really there for it. So much so, I've never even purchased the mod from Samaris, which adds on a little bit of damage if you come out the invisibility, because it's just that pants. I am at rank 13 on ball primes. Let's keep going. Raw iron skin or gold skin, and let's just have a quick peek. Where's this at levels? Yes, thank you for the animation. Okay, so Shape Prime is leveling at the same speed as the weapons. That's good. I can just keep track of one weapon, and I have track of everything. Well, keep track of the melee, and I have track of everything. I'm going to claim those kills because I shot at them. And so that was totally the ball prime doing it, and definitely not the massive amounts of AoE explosives happening right now. Definitely ball prime. I'm just going to stay in range. Shade Invis, kind of for AFK's sake. I mean, it's not even good enough for that. Once the enemies walk away, it's gone. Oh, I'm out of affinity range of someone. That's not good. Let's get back into range. Also, that raw hit no one. Whoops. War Prime looks unpleasant to use. Yeah, I feel it. I feel it. Is Rhino basically a weapons platform at this point? I'm using Rhino as a support frame at this point. Rhino's got crowd control, he's got tank, he's got damage buffing, and then he's got his one, which just exists. Not a terrible combo. If you build for it, his 4 is some surprisingly good crowd control. It's just you have to build for it, and that's kind of the problem. Most Rhinos kind of just press 2, 3 and call it a day. But the 1 is just lackluster. God, this gun breaks your shoulder on the character. It just... You've got to have some good cushioning in that suit of armor to handle this gun. Crikey. Your Tedo gets hold of that gun, fly a single shot, their arm's ripped off. If Remnant can give Mesmer skin, should Rhino give Iron skin? They operate in two entirely different ways, so probably not. And then again, I think Frost has a team Iron skin of sorts, so, you know. It's not off the table entirely. Oop, I have a lot of energy now. Thank you, Harrow. I am invisible! Hurrah! Ah, it's gone. I didn't even shoot that time, it just ran out. That's how impressive the invisibility is. Leisure can give Halo. Yeah, Leisure can give the Halo. Again, very different ability, for sure. This frames the world, it's impressive it holds up as he does. Part of that is because Rhino's not been stepped on too much. Like, sure, there are others which can give his tank a run for his money, but his tank is still pretty standard. You can't break standards. And his damage buff is actually unique. Because I don't think there is another damage buff out there that a Warframe can provide for faction bonus. Yeah. Yeah, Oscar, that could be another change. There's a number of abilities where being able to recast whilst they're active will be nice. I didn't want to make small changes which were ultra generic changes, because that'd be a boring video. Plus, you know, I had the opportunity to do something a bit different with Trinity. Recastability is... it's fine and all. But to revamp the passive into something actually notable, that's a whole different ballpark. There's no drops in this channel. Someone said earlier you might have been looking for the Warframe International stream, which may or may not have been wrapped up now. In any case, there are not drops in this channel. In this channel, it's a raffle. Exclamation mark raffle for details on that. I haven't even used Cobra and Crane at all so far this mission. Okay, that is a that is a very extra animation set. Very, very extra animation set. I mean, it's stabbing, but... How many melee kills? 14 melee kills. Okay, I was getting a few kills there. How am I doing? Oh, max ranked. Sweet. Sweet. Why does everyone think there are drops? 90%. Assumptions moment. I don't know, are we at the top of the category at the moment? Someone who's just come in looking for drops. Are we at the top of the category at the moment? Is that why there may be some confusion? Cosmo went in. Have fun, Cosmo. You have fun with that. No, I'm fairly certain there's not drops on this channel. I'd be told if there's drops on the channel. Warframe have not got in touch with me to alert me to any drops running on my channel. So, no. Alright! Well, would you look at that? That's all that we needed to qualify. Oh hey, that bar now flashes. I didn't used to do that. I didn't used to do that. Well, thank you very much, all of y'all, for joining in on helping me level those things very quickly. Friend, Cosmo, Flow Thoughts, you have yourselves a good one. Doing a qualifier test on stream? Sure, why not? I will do a quick little practice run, of course, just to make sure. Disaster, cheers. Oh. That'll do. The international stream ended after 1.5 drops to 3 drops available. Yeah, because I believe you can continue it with the other DE streams that they do this week. If you need to know more about the drops, you can always check out the actual drops page on Twitch, which links to the campaigns by whichever company runs drops, and they usually explain how their drops work over there. But I can assure you, there are not drops on this stream. That is for certain. Now, if anyone should know if this drops ring on the stream, it's probably the streamer. Right, let's grab some ridiculously overpowered weapons, and let's grab some ridiculously overpowered companions. Which point some people are probably thinking, what? How can you call a Sentinel overpowered? Well, if you're new to the stream, you probably think that anyway. But, well, it's good. You think Twitch didn't update for you? Probably got more than 20 viewers. Yeah, we got a little bit more than 120. Well, a little bit more than 120 even. But yeah, we got a bit more than 20 viewers at the moment. Right. Currently building levels. Can you quickly share and build? I mean, you can find out even more by checking out my levels guides, but yeah. This is the go-to build that I have in my Lavos. Enemy radar means that it's easier to find groups of enemies to hit with these two abilities. Prime sure-footed, you might think, but he's got status immunity when you eat up an energy orb. Yes, he has, for 10 seconds, then it's gone again. This ensures I'm never getting knocked down, which is nice. Adaptation alongside the Umbral set means a heck of a lot of tank. A lot of it, and Arcane Grace here means that I also heal very passively, which is very, very nice. Prime Continuity improves the status duration, so we get even more bang for our buck there. Overextended and Stretch give us a heck of a load of range, which is very good for basically all of this. And Swift Bite means that we can use this ability to reduce the cooldown on all of the other abilities, including itself actually. And as a result, it can become a very active caster in high enemy density situations. This entire lot is my all-rounder, and it works a charm. And then Arcane Consequence because yeet. Yeet is fun. Why is adaptation rank 8? Because this means that I can fit it onto other Warframes without having to worry too much about the formering. Levels here has been heavily formed 5 times, 2 Umbrals. But it means I can fit that one onto other Warframes, no issue, and I still get basically all of the benefit. Max ranking adaptation would give me plus 10% resistance per hit, rather than plus 9, not a big change. And it would increase the timer from 18 to 20 seconds, again, not a big change. I do that with a number of mods where just fully ranking them up is usually just not that helpful. Another very big one for that, in fact, is this one here, Preparation. In basically no cases do you need Preparation to be maxed out. Plus 82% maximum energy on spawn is on top of the energy you start with. Obviously Lavos doesn't have any, but for others, yes. So those final 2 pips are basically doing nothing other than eating up additional capacity. So like this, it's cheap as fit on every Warframe. And that just makes life even better. Alrighty then. Let's go have a look and see what that challenge is all about. So, where's the practice button? There is a practice button. Let's go practice this. Why not Archon Vitality for additional heat? Because Archon Vitality is not part of the Umbral set. The Umbral set allows me to have even more tank and a little bit more strength.
All targets.
In fact, 22% more strength if I recall correctly. Kill all enemies. Oh, with secondary weapon. Well, so much for bringing the Blappers. Guess I'll just use the massively powerful Spore later.
Ready yourself.
I'm readying myself. Still secondary weapon? I was imagining it might have switched over to melee, but apparently not. I went into this completely blind, but it's fine. Is it me or is my health a bit lower than usual? Nah, oh, that's what it was. It just wasn't regenerating at the time. Grace hadn't kicked in. That's why my health was a bit lower than usual. Please tell me this is not the entire challenge. To just use a secondary weapon 3 times in a row. Surely not. We're not even going to mix it up to go melee and primary? Just secondary? Okay, this one didn't want to die. I changed its mind. It is just secondary only the entire time. Wow. Get out of the sky. After other challenges in the higher ranks, I was not expecting this. I was,
A formidable performance. This test is now complete. Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
well, that was creative. I guess I'll just rank up now then, chat. Yeah, who needed practice? Whelmed is the correct word, yes. I am very whelmed there. Very whelmed. Much game. Hey, at least I get a legendary core out of this. That's cute. Begin! Oh, very hard. How did I do it? Well, step 1 I got good. Cosmo, cheers.
Prove your ability with a sidearm. Eliminate all targets.
Targets plus. I swear I just heard a Grenadier voice, but it was just an orb when I turned around. Wave 1 complete. How much time? I get 1.5 minutes to kill 20 enemies. Okay, that one took 3 shots. Fair enough. And those 2 took 1 shot combined. Because AoE is AoE. I might have to worry about my ammo though. I am going through a lot of ammo here with my recharging weapon. Could become a problem.
Ready yourself.
I'm ready. I'm gonna crouch walk this one. With my no abilities to heal with. However shall I survive crouching the entire time? I suppose that's what's meant to be the actual challenge, is the fact that you have no means of casting abilities for dank, crowd control, damage amplification. I guess that's the challenge. It's just... Now you guys see why I main Lavos. What challenge? Oh, it's over. Kill -1 enemies remaining. Yep. I can kill -1 enemies.
This test is now complete.
Hey! Legendary 2 complete. I have cheesed the game to a whole new level.
Check your inbox, operator.
Now you see why Limbo is the cheesiest Warframe? I don't think Limbo would have done too well there with no abilities to cast. If he goes into Rift, he doesn't die, but he also can't kill. That would suck. But hey, Silver Legendary Master Slate and a Legendary Core. Don't mind if I do. Don't mind if I do. Let's see, where am I going to go put the slate? Yeah, I've still got this walkway here. Alright, let's pop it down. Equipment. For the second time today, we're going to be decorating the orbiter. This one can move aside now. Wait, how do I sink these into the floor before? Oh, okay, that. No. Ha. That's how I did it. There we go. That needs to be a bit further. Yeah, it needs to be a bit further. No, what? Why are you late this game? Alright, there we go. And now let's place down the silver one. Oh god, where is it? Somewhere in here. There it is. Line it up there and then flip. That should do the trick. Yep, that'll do. Beautiful. Beautiful. Eventually, I'm going to ignore that. Eventually, I'm going to have paving all the way up to my transference chair. Look, I'm not going to fight with this. I'm not a decorator. I'm not... no. I'm just... Close the door. Close the door, Ordis. Thank you. That room does not exist. But hey, Legendary 2. We got there. First I have to stop the surface snapping. I had to turn it on to try and get it to go lower into the floor anyway, so you know, that was just... Yeah. Ordis Adoris. That's so stupid. It shouldn't even be funny, it's that stupid, but it's funny. But it's still stupid. I can make a wall with them? I could. That requires more effort. Do you realise how much decorating I've done today? Housecolets, I don't know if you noticed earlier. I don't know if you were here earlier. To see the number of ayatans I placed down earlier today, okay? I've done a lot of object placing today. I don't need to do any more. I placed down my objects. And placed up my objects, actually. Yeah. Is the holockey grind still unbearable? Maybe for you. It depends on your personal preference and what you enjoy and what you're good at. Like myself, for example, I consider myself good at Railjack. But if you are not good at Railjack, maybe it is a grind for you. How many are there? 150? Dare I count them? I mean, there's 4 there, and there's 3 here, so that's at least 7. And then there's a lot. there's a lot. We're not gonna count them, chat. We're not gonna count them. Don't you worry. We ain't doing that. Sequels can be counted as relics. Yeah, that was enough counting for 1 month. We'll just not count that. Okay, I would have liked a Void Storm to be in the Grenier section. There is not one in the Grenier section, which is just a problem. So we'll go to this one. It's not as good, but it'll do. Random relic, why not? Who cares about it? I don't. Hello, soft cops. What shards are you running on Lavos? You can go over them earlier when showing off the build. Yeah, so I use 2 Amber shards for casting speed. I use a Azure shard for armor and a Tau Forged Azure for armor. And then I have a Tau Forged Amber for parkour velocity. They're not optimal, but what they are is a little bit more tank, a little bit faster play, and a little bit more yeet. And that works for me. Okay. Let's fire some missiles. I mean, I don't even need to fire the missiles because I've got NPC crew. I'm just going to kind of drag myself through the mission. Ah, there is a cruise ship. The cruise ship hit points should probably not last very long. No shards improved range? Correct. Ah. Gonna have to turn around for the next cruise ship, probably. Damn, that is an old meme reference there, yeah, Danny. That is an old one. Like, that is OG internet old. So much armor and mecha mod set will be overkill. I mean, you could do it. Still enjoy the mecha set. Oh. You there? Stop traveling. Thank you. Ah. The fighters are already done. So it's just a case of cruise ships. Now, I have only got 1 shot left and 2 more cruise ships to take out. So I'm gambling on a 50-50 here. Hey, it worked. Alright, that's good. Easy win for me. I managed to use 2 dome charges to kill 6 cruise ships and I have 1 dome charge left. Explain to me how that works. That was some RNG in my favor right there. Now we just need to sort out the pulse turbine, which is right here. Is there anything such as best Railjack weapons and reactors and all the others? Yeah, I've got guides on all the Railjack equipment, so crew, armaments, weapons, and plexus over on my YouTube channel. I definitely recommend you check out that mini-series. You will have the most powerful Railjack in no time by following the details there. Alright, let's get some reactant. Oh, hey. Thanks for spawning. Dead. Look. You don't like me, and I don't like you, but die. Thank you. Right, now everything else can die. And that's all my reactant. Let's set you to be a pilot. Maybe you'll do it right, maybe you won't. Let's find out. And if we do that... Okay, Railjet crew destroy first radiator. Let's see how quickly they do it. Oh, wow. That was near enough instant. I'll take it. How about the second radiator? And it's done. Oh my goodness, my crew are on fire today. Actually faster than real people. Easy mode. How long did that take? 3.5 minutes. Octavia Prime Systems? Sure. Epitaph Receiver? Sure. Levan Shield Array Mark II? Yawn. But yeah, I don't get what about that is like a real massive grind. And there's about a 1 in 3 chance of picking up the corrupted holokeys. If you're watching me right now, definitely need to check out my Railjack guide. I recommend it. If you are struggling with Railjack, or if Railjack just seems an impenetrable wall of grind to you, you probably just don't have the right gear. And surprise, surprise, Warframe is a gear-based game. Warframe is a gear-based game. I would really like a Voidstorm up here, honestly. I'd really like it, but oh well. We'll just run this one until it changes its mind. Which mod gives the heavy gun a chance of not consuming a charge? Is it Artillery Cheap Shot? I think it is. Wicked Radiation, there are no drops on this channel. We do have the Platinum Raffle, however, so if you want to exclamation mark raffle for details on that, you can stick around and maybe have a chance to win it. Yeah. As much as I know it's my own guide, I still highly recommend my guide when it comes to the Plexus, because that's where a lot of people mess up. Especially putting on too many mods for gunnery, for using the turrets. You don't need them. Stop doing it. The Black Hole is no longer anywhere near as good as it used to be. It all kind of pales in comparison to Seeker Volley, Blackout Pulse, and Shatterburst. Those three are amazing abilities in Railjack. Look at this. This guy can go nowhere now. Completely disabled. Those fighters everywhere. Bap. Oh, and if you've got no cruise ships to fire at, switch weapon by pressing your switch weapon button. It astounds me the number of people that don't know you can switch weapon in the heavy gun here. Up. Just another bop. And then there goes a Shatterburst. Shatterburst is good at clearing out bunches of fighters, but it's especially good at dealing with the radiators and the shields you get on high-level cruise ships. Oh, I just got boarded. Well, that's unfortunate. There we go. I mean, that was a reactant delivery, so I'll take it. Cruise ship. Up. Oh, I have run out of dome charges now. The 50-50 chance did not want to keep working in my favour. First stream? Oh, welcome in, Reaper Raider. Welcome on in. No dome charges. Okay. The pilot has not been piloting into loot. I will go pilot into loot. Excuse me, dude. Yoink. And now back the other way. Alright, that should have done the trick. Let's have a look here. Yeah, that did the trick. There we go. Dome charge number 1. And to be safe, let's do dome charge number 2, just so we get a higher maximum. Beautiful. Right then, teleport back up to the front. Get inside of this thing. Our pilot is getting back onto the seat. And we can put some holes in these guys. One down. Where's the last one? There he is. Okay. Pilot, not your best job. Try that again, please. Try that. Try. Give him a second. Still figuring this one out. There it is. Right then. No. They're not perfect. You. Back off. Okay. Dead on it. It is disabled, so it can't go anywhere. If I just charge quickly enough. Right then, there we go. And now to disable the ship killer platform. That shouldn't take 2 ticks. You always wait to get dome since it refills. I mean, it takes forever to refill even one charge when you can just craft a new one, and it increases your maximum capacity. So it refills it to max +1. I mean, there's no reason not to refill quickly. The pilots usually focus on cruise ships when you're in the main gun seat. It's just that sometimes they forget that they're supposed to do that. It's a bit weird. It is a bit weird. But hey, Warframe. What isn't weird about it? And last one, there we are, perfect. Right then, Rajat crew destroy the radiator. Let's see how quickly they do that. Whilst they do that, I'm just going to kind of... Oh, hey, they got it. Ruin the area. Oh, use all your charges, then either upgrade? I mean, you can do that as well. I just got the double max there because, again, whatever. I was at the forge already. Now I don't need to go there again, probably. Right, so again, waiting on the crew to destroy the radiator. Hopefully that doesn't take too long. Sometimes crew have a tendency to not shoot it, which is where human crew come in better. This might be one of those times. Yeah, I'm gonna go check on them. You watch, as soon as I get there, the radiator will be popped. No? Oh, okay, that's very unusual. No, there it is. They just blew it up. Not quite as soon as I got there, but near enough. Near enough as soon as I got there. It's an annoying bug. It's been around for a very long time. I don't know what's up with it. Cos was saying, turns out I've had several Seeker Volleys this entire time. I was under the impression to have one. Ooh, that's unfortunate. Yeah, Seeker Volley is pretty damn powerful. It is pretty darn powerful. There we are. Another quickly split mission. And another relic open. Burst and Prime Blueprint. Well, that's sad. And we got some Corrupted Holokeys. There we are. That's not too tough. Can't Hildren spam Seeker Volley and nuke everything? So Hildren can cast Seeker Volley. However, each time that you cast an ability as anyone other than Lavos, the cost goes up by a multiplier. And then the cost slowly comes down at a linear rate. With Hildren, if she starts spamming it out, she'll exceed her maximum shield capacity and cost, and then it'll slowly come back down again. Which is not great. There are some frames which can absolutely spam out abilities in this mission. Those ones with huge amounts of energy generation. So you got Harrow, because Harrow's Thoroughball counts fighter kills as kills for generating energy. You got Prochip because dispensary. You've got Garuda because you've got Bloodletting. And then you got Levels here who just has 10-second cooldowns on all abilities. What's energy? which kind of gets the job done. Let's go Van Cluster, mix it up. It's not really mixing, but let's do it anyway. What's a holokeys for? So 40 corrupted holokeys allows you to purchase one of the 5 tenet weapons available from Ergoglast in a relay. So you head over to the Parent Sequence shop, speak to Ergoglast, and he'll have some offerings available to you. There are 4 melee weapons, and then there's one spear gun, which is a spear gun. But yeah, that's what they're there for. They allow you to purchase the tenet melees and spear gun. Alright, getting us just a little bit further inside of the mission, just to trigger a few more spawns. A spear gun? There is a spear gun, yes. Alright, pilot's taking control again now, that is fine. There is some cruise ship right there. Is the pilot going to properly level me at the cruise ship?
Be on high alert.
Got it. A little bit jittery, but it's fine. Good to know if when you never play Railjack, you're lost. Railjack is a source of credits, Endo, Intrinsic Mastery, relics, including relics you can't get anywhere else in the game. You can use it for opening relics in the process. You can get Radiant relics direct from the missions. You've got, of course, all the various Railjack resources, which are very good for the helmet system as well, because, hey, you're not using them in most other places. You can farm Ash, you can farm Oberon, you can farm Sebagoth, you can farm the Epitaph, you can farm Nautilus. I mean, there's a few bits happening in Railjack. But if you don't want that, I mean, that's fair enough. Not everyone has to play everything. Now, this is a lot faster with a very competent human crew, but AI crew do a damn good job. Yeah, there is a lot available in Railjack. Alright, come on. Aim me at this cruise ship. Nice and proper. Or that one. Which one are we going for? We're going for this one? I feel like the AI pilots don't handle up and down very well, which is understandable given its space. There shouldn't be an up and down, but there is an up and down. There we are. Maybe I need the other guy I'm piloting. Let's see. What's your piloting skill? Your piloting is 2. Yours is 3. Not much of a difference. It's just a speed difference. It's not that big. Alright, that is all the cruise ships dealt with. Let's just swing through all this loot I can see over here. Don't mind if I do. Get ourselves over to the pulse turbine and pop out the sea. You only bother to get a few upgrades to manage Lich Sister concentration? Fair enough. A fully upgraded Railjack is a force to be reckoned with, but that's much like the rest of Warframe. Once you're fully upgraded, holy dooly, do you get some work done. Why have we got another one of these guys? These guys ruin my day. There we are. Especially nasty as I was still building stacks on the weapon there, but it's fine. Yes, I used a Cypher there, because why not? There we are, relic correct. I've got a ranged and strength boost on Lavos, because hey, why not?
Finish your mission to find out what's inside.
One radiator down. Make
Let's see, are they going to pop the other radiator nice and easily?
There it is. Blast that radiator.
Come on. Come on, they did it last time. What are they doing over there? Where are you piloting to, mate? Okay. Amazing. This is where Procy would come in handy. Alright. I teleport back. And I do it myself. There we go. And that's why Shatterburst is amazing. Point in the general direction of the objective, press 2, bap. Yeah, it would be nice if DE could make it where the NPC crew could consistently shoot at the radiators. I don't know. Give it a 5-second timer. If they haven't shot the radiator successfully when they're trying to shoot the radiator, just declare they shot the radiator. There's enough weird stuff happening in Warframe, and I don't think anyone's paying that much attention to where the NPC is shooting to notice. So, if NPC has attempted to shoot radiator for 5 seconds, radiator blows up. Maybe that's just me, but that seems like a pretty obvious fix.
Closing the file on that pulse turbine. Good work.
Seems pretty obvious to me.
But for now, this sector
Alright then. 3 relics opened. I think I've demonstrated that a railjet can be easily stomped through. I'd really have liked to avoid storm over here, but there ain't one, so we'll leave that. We'll leave that. 5 seconds depends on your DPS. The radiators are so weak. If it takes you more than 5 seconds to blow it up, please start using your guns. Stop trying to get out and punch the radiator. The radiator has all of no hit points. This is why Shatterburst is so perfectly effective against it. You just send it in its general direction. There's no more radiator. 5 seconds is more than enough.
dropping Tenno out of airlock.
Did that come in 2 pieces? I swear it... Oh, that retracts. Oh. I hadn't noticed that before. Okay then, the more you know. Through spaghetti code, that would apply in regular missions. To an FNPC, been trying to shoot you for 5 seconds, you die. Look, I hope D would find that kind of a bug and go, oh yeah, let's not let that happen. I'd hope. You know, that would be pretty game-breaking. Also, I've done some railjack stuff, so let's clear out the endo that we just earned. Don't need to have this lying around. Another nearly 2k endo. Sure, why not? Yeah, you can use flux to steal the radiators. That definitely works.
Excellent taste.
Good policy. Thank you very much for the 100 bits there. Don't know why the bot didn't read that one out. Maybe the bots got tired of the weirdness, but saying, oops, all NPC shenanigans. Reaper is saying, more asking about unupgraded weapons. Not sure what mission you're doing or when you unlock the mission type. But even unupgraded weapons... Do I need to demonstrate this? I'm going to demonstrate this. Let's go. I've got the time. Let's demonstrate this, okay? I'm going to head on over to this one right here. Not the absolute highest level because it's not got a Void Storm on it, but it's demonstrative. It'll do. Just switch around my mugs. Got a new one. Very new. That is very hot. I will not take a proper sip of that just yet. Don't want to burn myself. Hello, are Twitch drops enabled? This is not the Twitch drop stream. You were looking for Warframe International or Warframe's official stream. I believe neither of which are live at the moment, but you're welcome to stick around for the raffle. But it's not drops. Alright, so my fighter's gonna start... my NPC gunners are gonna start killing all the fighters. I haven't fired a shot yet. Just FYI. I've just kind of existed in the general vicinity of this stuff. 16 fighters are dead. 18 fighters are dead. When I say that NPC crew, they know what they're doing. They're at 22, 24, 25, 26 27 fighters. Let's get that out of the way, thank you very much. And now, oh, no, did not want to lock onto you guys. That auto lock slightly annoying. I've got 2 crew on guns, 1 on engineering at the moment, and I'm doing all the piloting. Alright, let's see. So what have we got over here? This is the Galleon Captain, not what I wanted. Ship killer platform. First, let's get rid of this thing. So Warframe normal stream, or Warframe English stream, whichever way you want to look at it. Warframe non-international stream. I believe they stream for like 2 hours. So you should be fine, Reef Raider. That cruise ship is too low down. Oh, I can get this one.
Enemy fighters are falling back. Good work.
Oh, I couldn't tell with all the mess on screen. Couldn't tell it had shields. So watch this. Shadow burst in its direction. Now it's got no shields. I just couldn't tell through all the muck that it was actually shielded. That was my bad. I should have checked. And in case you're wondering, the way you check is you attempt to damage it with anything else. If you deal 0 damage, it's got shields. Bro, can you kind of get out of my face? Why so many people asking about drops all of a sudden? I can only guess that Warframe International recently finished streaming and I must be near the top of the category. I mean, if someone popping in would let me know, that'd be great. Okay, that dealt 0 damage. So even though I couldn't see it, I could see it had shields. Ooh, I don't know if this is going to hit. Oh, it hit. There we are. Too good. I'm second. I'm second! Oh, I need to step it up. Although I'm assuming first place may have been raided. Warframe International finished a moment ago. Now I'll do it. And... beautiful. One stream above, 1,260 viewers, Spanish, VTuber. Raid. Got it. Good to know. I do try my very, very best. Okay, so we're going to head on over to the Shipkiller platform, and the whole reason we're back into Railgun again is I was demonstrating about the radiators. So none of my crew are in a position to shoot radiators now. I believe only the pilot actually does that. The gunners, however, can shoot down those boarding craft. That'd be great. Do elemental procs do anything to enemy ships in Railgun? They do, you don't need to care about them. There you are. Alright, so let's just go expose that first radiator. Gonna do a quick little double dash there with Lavos. If you're very lucky and very skilled, you can pull off a triple dash, and that's always nice to do. But you do need to be lucky with the enemy placements to be able to do that. Alright, so I don't think my gunner crew are going to shoot this. It should just be the pilot that'll focus at that. Yeah, good. So, this means I can very leisurely show you how many hit points it has. Head on over here. Here is the radiator. So I dealt about 2,000 damage there, and it instantly exploded. Just 2,000. That was a single shot from the Morzelon. Dead. So in case you were wondering about turret DPS being enough to kill a radiator in 5 seconds, if your turret is dealing less than 400 DPS, and probably even lower than that necessary, because that was a one-shot, if your turret's doing that little damage, you got a problem in it. Sure as shit ain't the radiator. That's why I say 5 seconds should be more than enough for the NPC crew to automatically decide they have destroyed the radiator. You do really just touch it. It's like breaking a crate. Now you can say, oh, have you been waiting on this for 5 seconds? And just go, look, you hit it, it's open. I'm sure it's possible to deal enough damage that you don't one-shot it. I'm sure it's possible to get low enough, but it'd be silly. Now to test if gunners will fire at the radiator. I don't need to test, they already haven't been. I've got a gunner there, and I've got a gunner there. And neither of them are firing at the radiators right now. Let me just head on over to this. Do I have my melee equipped? Oh, I do. Excellent. Of course I do. Yeah. I just broke a radiator with a sword in space. They're weak. They're weak. Considering you can't mod railjet guns, it's okay if the procs are important. I mean, the different guns have different damage types, you can pick between them that way. There is that. But I get what you mean. If Arch Melee can one-shot at anything can? Absolutely. Absolutely. Wonder if ramming will break it? Probably. I'm not going to check right now because I've got no more radiators to check on in this mission, but probably. Super speed. Alright, and we're on location. My gunners will again make sure that no one boards. If someone somehow gets past both of my gunners, I then have an engineer armed with one of the strongest weapons in the game. They'll be fine in there. So I can focus on this part of the mission. Getting full use out of that extra bullet jump speed I put in. The Tower Forge Shard. Levels 2 is underrated? Yep! Not a lot of people seem to realise, with a lot of range, this is a massive mobility tool. Alright, and job done. Ta-da! And that was... Game is complete, please go out of the way. Game is complete. 8 minutes. Yeah, hold on. There are not drops on this channel, but there is the raffle, which is actually very soon about to be drawn. So, exclamation mark ticket for a chance to win it. We'll be doing the draw in just a moment. You know the snakes floating around? Yeah. Fun fact, by the way, with regards to Vial Rush. You can loop... Okay. The mission complete screen got in the way. You can, with the range I have on my build, you can loop around because you have just the right turning radius to do a full loop around. Just about with Vial Rush here. So if you ever feel like dicking around, you're waiting for the rest of your team to do their bit of the mission, you just... press to loop around. Obviously, you can't do that whilst you're in the dojo. That is a problem. You can't do that there. Instead, what you have to do in the dojo, if you want to be messing around in the dojo, you have to do something like, oh, I don't know, go to here, and then, was it something like this, and then I think it was this way? Oh, no, wait, got that wrong. Dang it, let me try it again. Ah! Alright, let me try it again, come on. It's about here, and then I think... have to drop. There we go. That's our goal. Can I get there? I cannot. No, I'm gonna have to mod for that. I'm gonna have to mod for that. Ah, let's try that again. Oh dear. I have lost control of fast travel. Yeah, that is a slight problem. 1 moment, chat. Technical difficulties. Ah. I am... Well, I'm next to a teleporter. I was inside a rock, and I'm next to a teleporter. That works. Well, actually, I just need to equipment it. Okay. Let's go for... Zephyr. Yes. And, is that a mecha build Zephyr? What the hell was... Chat, pay no attention to the build that is in front of you. Please do not concern yourself with the mecha build Zephyr. I have no idea what it was, and we don't want to know about it. Let's just take off all these mods. No one cares about these mods. Aim, glide. You, and you, and... Can I get that? Oh, wait, no. Well, I want that one instead. Yeah, that'll do. And, can I get that on? I cannot. That's fine. That's fine, that'll do. That'll do. Right then, balcony. Let's see. Okay, now gently does it. We need to drift over this way. Come on. Come on. You could see where I'm going, chat. You could see it. There we... Ta-da! If you wanted to dick around in the dry dock, this is how you dick around in the dry dock. Because this is Warframe, and Warframe doesn't make sense. You got arch melee, arch gun. Arcwing ability don't seem to work, but that's fine. And now, I wonder, if I teleport like this... There we go. No, no, no! My bad. I forgot I do not have Prime Sure-Footed on this this build. But now I have my guns. Well, a gun, at least. I have a gun now in the dry dock. Because this is a thing you can do in Warframe. This is a thing you can do. As Ladybug is demonstrating, it's not the first time I've shown this on stream, but yeah, it's a thing. I remember you from last time. Apparently I dealt 772 damage to it. Excellent. Yeah, it was that one, Ladybug. It was that one that I killed last time. Speaking of, does infested mobility impact Titania's flight speed? I don't actually know for certain. I would say yes, because it's a sprint speed bonus, and I think you can sprint with... Well, yeah, you can sprint with Titania, so I'd assume so. Anyway. Just a little bit of shenanigans there for you. You can clip out of bounds in your dojo. You can use that to get into the skybox of the dry dock, and by doing so, you enable the ability to fire your weapon in the dojo. It's kind of weird. It's it has no practical use, but I thought I'd share that with y'all, seeing as we were there. Seeing as we were there, I figured, you know, why not indulge that little bit? Why not? Alright, I think that's enough screwing around for one day. We've placed down the ayatans, we've got to Legendary 2, which is a very, very nice. We did the Archon Hunt, we got a Tau Forged shard as well, very nice to have. So I think that's about where we need to do the Platinum giveaway. I've given everyone enough opportunity to grab some tickets. I did say moments ago, ! Ticket in the chat if you wanted one to win it. But I'm feeling generous enough to give you guys another 30 seconds if you haven't already done so, because seriously, this is your last opportunity. Drago Dude, you are pushing the limit there. Voodoo Array, Goof, Moritz Sider, Saitama Frame, all these people who didn't catch it earlier. You know these groovy animations? Yeah, Zephyr is a very active one, aren't they? Isn't she? Smiley Lemon, you already have a ticket. Grip Policies, you already have a ticket. Sensations grabbed themselves a ticket. Kilimanjaro already had a ticket. I think with that many people already having a ticket, it was probably all of it done. So let's close the entries now. There's only going to be one winner. The winner today of the Platinum giveaway is indeed Reap Raider. Reap Raider, congratulations, mon ami, you are the winner of the Platinum giveaway. I'll be contacting you here on Twitch in a few minutes. Get a hold of your Warframe username and platform, and we'll get that sent on over to you. Congratulations, my dude. Enjoy the extra platinum in your wallet. And to everyone else, thank you very much for joining in on the stream as well. I do hope you have enjoyed yourselves. On Friday, we have, of course, got a variety stream once again. Let's see, where is the vote going at the moment with the variety stream? I haven't actually had a look at the poll. Let's see, it is... Ooh, it is very close between either Slay the Spire or Stardew Valley, so it could be either one of them. Could be either one of them. If you are a subscriber, make sure you have voted over on the Variety Friday poll channel on the Discord. But that is where we are going to wrap it up in terms of the stream today. That is all that we have got time for. Predator Queen, that is not a valid YoDJ option, but thank you very much for suggesting everyone has a glorious day all the same. We are going to be ready to go over to another part of the Warframe community now, which means I need to find someone to raid on over to. Let's have a look here. Who is live on my list? There's actually quite a few people on today. I don't know who we're going to pick. There are quite a few people on today. I'm open to suggestions. I'm open to suggestions. Who do you think we should raid over through today? Did I just see a mustache, a fake mustache no less? What was that guy doing? I'm going to look at that later. It's not a Warframe stream, it doesn't matter. It's not a Warframe stream, so it doesn't matter. I'm not going to raid over to someone talking about random news most of you don't care about right now. Why is my hair being silly today? I give up on it. It's the end of the day. It's the end of the day. It can just look silly. Let's see. So we could go to Your Lucky Clover. We could go to Dinos. They did raid over to us the other day. We're going to Your Lucky Clover. Reaper is saying, Juicy used to what I follow on Warframe. Don't remember them. Fair enough. Dinos return a favor. Yeah, I think we return the favor to Dinos. I think we return the favor to Dinos. They raided us. We're going to raid them now. That's what we're doing. No spoilers, chat. Let's head on over. Let's be on your absolute best behavior. We are raiding Dinos. Let's show them what this community is all about. How absolutely friendly we can be. But thank you very much for joining in today. I'm going to post a link to Dinos in the chat here multiple times, just on the off chance the raid failed. You don't need to click it if you go with a raid, but if you suddenly see the stream has ended and you've not gone anywhere, do click the link so you can actually head on through. But that is all from me today. Thank you very much for joining in, and I'll see you hopefully on Friday for some more shenanigans. Bye-bye.